Introducing Passport Bros, your ultimate travel companion. Download the app for free and embark on a journey where your adventures not only become unforgettable memories, but also opportunities to earn. With Passport Bros, your travel content is more than just photos and videos. It's your ticket to a fully monetizable network of like-minded adventurers. Imagine making money from your travel stories. Post videos, share your experiences, and let the world be a part of your journey. But that's not all. Connect with travelers from around the globe, join co-ed groups, and make lasting friendships, perhaps even with foreign women who share your passion for exploration. And here's the best part. Store your earnings securely in your Passport Bros wallet. No hassle, no worries. Just seamless transactions wherever your travels take you. Looking for the best local experiences? Passport Bros has got you covered. Get personalized recommendations for tour guides, rentals, and the hottest clubs in town. Did we mention the app is absolutely free to download? That's right. Your passport to a world of adventure is just a click away. And here's the cherry on top. With Passport Bros, you can make money while exploring new places. Turn your passion for travel into a source of income, right from your mobile device. So, what are you waiting for? Download Passport Bros now, share your journey, connect with fellow explorers, and let the adventure begin.
Download now on the App Store and Google Play.
All right, family, we are live. Welcome to another show. It is your man BMT, and today, as you guys can already see, I got my man Kid Greatness in the building. What's going on, Kid Greatness?
What's good, yo? How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good, man. I've been watching your channel, brother. I see you the man in the streets out there in Kenya, doing the interviews and everything like that, doing the content. How's everything out there in Kenya so far?
Kenya is wonderful. I can't complain. I feel like Kenya is the best place to be a black man, hands down.
Okay. So where are all countries you've been to thus far?
Damn, it's been a lot. I've been to 28 countries, so Thailand. Yeah, I've been to a lot of countries, bro. Like Thailand. I haven't been to outside of South America. I haven't been there yet, but like Thailand, Cambodia, all through Europe, like 6 or 7 countries in Africa, the Caribbean, stuff like that.
Okay. So you've been around. So why not South America? Why pretty much Europe and Asia and Africa?
Because I want to go where everybody wasn't going. So like when people was all on DR and Colombia and Brazil, I went to Thailand. I went to Tanzania. I went to Philippines. Well, Philippines is kind of one of those places where everybody go, but like I try to go places where people don't go. I try to get off the beaten path because I don't want to be where everybody else is at.
Okay. Okay. And let's go back to your first statement, brother. You said that Kenya is one of the best places to be as a black man. Why do you say
that? Africa, everybody's black. So you just blend in. Like this is like, okay, if you go to Thailand, you're a niche. If you go to a lot of other countries, you're a niche. Like if you go to Romania, you're a niche. If you go to what's another country? Slovakia, you're a niche. Austria, you're a niche. But in Africa, everybody's black. So it removes the skin color and you become a person. But also when I say Kenya is the best place to be a black man, Kenya will also expose your ass because like you can't rely on the fact that I'm just black. So that whole niche, like if you go to Thailand and the hip hop clubs, you go to Flex and you go into like Sugars and Bangkok and all that, you can't rely on that. You gotta really have some fucking game.
So you basically saying in Kenya, yeah, you do blend in typically a little bit more, but don't they treat you a little bit differently as being a Black American? Or are you just saying that as far as surface level, you blend in, so you got to kind of have your game stepped up a little bit?
I mean, you do get points for being American, a Black American, African American, FBA, ADOS, whatever you want to call it. You do get points for that. But as you
Okay.
can see, if you're not that dude, you're gonna come out here and get exposed. Like somebody recently came out here and got exposed. Like,
Okay. Let's talk about it. We're gonna get to that. All right. So are you saying you pretty much and of course we all do I've been to quite a few Czech countries. I know as soon as I get there, like when I went to Cambodia, I'm kind of looking around to see if there's another, like maybe subconsciously I'm looking around to see if there's other Black people. You know what I'm saying? I think we all do that to a certain degree, to a certain level.
yeah.
And then you might see another Black person, and then you walk up to them, and then they might be African, and you think they're gonna show you hella love. You're like, hey, what's up, brother? But they kind of looking at you just like, and walking off. But you're saying in Kenya it's different when you actually go to the source. They kind of celebrate you a little bit more.
Yeah, they appreciate African American culture here. Like they're up on our culture a lot, to the point where like you could use pretty much all the slang and they kind of understand it. Now, if you get outside of probably like Nairobi, it probably gets more flimsy. Like you go to Mombasa, but like I don't know if you could see if you checked out my TikTok. Like it was this girl, I interviewed her, and she was like, "I love Black American men. I love their culture. I love this. I love their self-reliance. All this." They really mess with us out here. I ain't gonna curse because like I don't know how you do your platform, but they really mess with us out here, and it's a beautiful thing.
I seen that. I seen that interview. That was a dope street interview. I think you're talking about the woman with the micro dreads, right? She's like the red hair or something like that. The one that's on the thumbnail.
Oh no, that was another chick. She was flustered. That was not a good interview. She was trying to holler at me, so she got a little flustered. It was another one. It was a dark skinned chick.
Okay. Okay. And I remember in that particular interview, you asked her, would she rather date a East African man or a Black American? And she chose Black American, correct?
Yeah, she did. She picked Black American too.
Okay. That's awesome, man. I love to see that. Now, we got 7-3 in the room, guys. Do me a favor, hit the like button. Now, you recently had a Passport Pookie out there. All right, he kind of came up there and got in a few incidents, and you guys immediately kind of denounced yourselves from him. Is the vibe still cool out there currently? Even though he did some dumb shit.
Nothing changed for me. like,
Okay.
like I told look, you good? Hold on. You go that way? I don't know. They might see you. Oh, anyway, I'm gonna just clear this up right now. I ain't gonna pull punches there. I told Rello. Rello was a fan of my channel. He said I was one of the inspirations for him coming to Kenya. So he kept on like hit me up, tap it when I come out there. I said, all right. But I told him multiple times, I live here. I'm not a tourist. If you come out here, you do some dumb junk, I'm not gonna stand for it. I even told him on one of his lives. You can go back to his live. Well, his child's deleted now. But I can. It's like I told him multiple times, do not come out here acting stupid. What did he do? He came out here acting stupid. And we're not gonna look. We don't want this to be no DR. We don't want this to be no Colombia. We don't want all that nonsense over here. This is a whole new fucking beginning. If you're gonna come here with that dumb junk, stay your ass over there. Stay your ass over there. If you got self-hatred issues, stay your ass over there. We don't need you. We good over here.
So you actually gave him like a rundown, and that's solid right there, because I do the same thing with certain guys. And the crazy part, I did have Rello on my show early on when he was stranded in the DR. But this is like prior to him having like doing the crash out content thing, doing dumb shit. And when I saw him in Bangkok screaming at women and shit, I was like, oh hell no. I was like, nah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, he messing up basically. So that's when I was like, yeah, immediately, so you stay over there, bro. But I see he took that same mentality to Kenya, because that's like his little viral style now is like crashing out and doing dumb shit.
Yeah. I mean, but this is the thing that's what gets the clicks and the views and shit. Like we don't police our own community. Like we entertain this shit. Like once Rello did that, everybody came out and said, "Oh, we're not riding with this. We're not doing this. We're not doing that." A few days later, he was back on everybody's fucking platform talking shit again. So, which one is it? We not riding with it, or we need clicks and views and shit? Because you know the black travel space is all about drama, ain't? Because motherfuckers don't got shit to talk about unless it's some drama.
Now, did y'all actually link up?
Yeah, I saw Rello when he first came out here. He was calling me or whatever, so we popped out. I popped out on him for a little while. That's what his first crash out moment did. Was like, we went to a club together because he said he wanted to get active. I was like, all right, bro, I'll go out with you. He started talking to chicks. Well, actually, he wasn't really talking to chicks. I was like, bro, go talk to the chick. She all the way over there. So I'll go. I introduced him because this is one of the videos I went viral over here. I went over there. I introduced him. I'm like, yo, my man trying to holler at you. He think you look good. Blah, 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 blah. Come holler at him. Move. I walked off. I was on live too. I walked off, talked to my live. He went over there. I don't know what he said. Something, you gonna go home with me? Something. And she said no. He's like, oh, you mid anyway. He did that shit when dudes get rejected. Oh, well, fuck you too, then, bitch. That type of shit.
Whoa, hold on, Kid Greatness. So he was doing that?
You didn't see the videos? Every time a chick rejected him, he was like, oh, you mid.
With you in the club.
Yeah, if he get rejected, this wasn't even in the club. This is like we leave it outside the club because the club was dead. But like when he got rejected, he was on that, yeah, fuck you too then, bitch. You mid anyway, you ugly, all this other shit.
Oh, hell no. That's an immediate cutoff, especially in another country, bro. You ain't in, you ain't in the hood and Gary, Indiana or some shit, or in Atlanta, but you just, snap. Because I've seen dudes do stupid shit like that. Like, you try to holler at a female, she ain't feeling them, and he snap out on her or something like that. I've seen shit like that. But in another country, I'm pretty sure the red flag started going up in your head as soon as you saw that shit.
Yeah, that shit was goofy. Like I was like, bro, you can't do this shit. Like, yo, this is not the place to be doing this. Especially like Kenya is the most active on social media. So once your live gets shared, once your shit gets shared, it's a wrap for you. They go pack you up. So the shit got shared, and now look, it's all over the fucking place.
Okay. And I guess so I'm assuming that from looking at one of his streams, he was saying that he didn't necessarily get his channel deleted for, getting into the incident with the young lady in Kenya. He actually got it deleted for saying that, Kenyan women don't look good. Right. So was he saying, but he only had been there for like a day. So how would he know if he only been to like one spot? That's the question I was asking myself. I was like, bro, you only been there one day, Nah,
honestly, I think Rello got his channel deleted is because like if you get banned off of YouTube, you're not supposed to circumvent. So it could have been two things. They reported the shit out of his channel because he went after the most active people on social media. And then by him reporting his channel all the time, YouTube realized, oh yeah, he's circumventing. He keep making all these channels and shit like that. So they just deleted all that shit.
Okay. Shout out to my man K9 No Free Entertainment $2 super chat, man. I really appreciate that. Showing love. Salute to you. And I got my man Backpack Val in the building. He says, no, he got deleted from YouTube, as you just said, because he was already banned from the platform. Now, I noticed that after the incident, my man Austin went live, and you guys immediately was like, y'all not cool with him, y'all not down. Do y'all feel any type of guilt? Because did y'all invite him out there, or that he was already coming out there, or y'all just planning to do some collab? Because he made it seem like y'all had kind of invited him out there.
No, I invite that motherfucker over here. I didn't invite nobody out here. I'm telling you, this is literally how me and Rello acted. I was doing lives with a shorty, and he'll pop up and he'll watch the lives and he's like, oh damn, I need to come to Kenya. This is on my shit. He even told me that when we linked up and shit. He's like, yeah, it was on my dream shit to come to Africa type shit. I did not invite him there. I don't know where this narrative came from that I invited Rello here. Like, I'm not cool with Rello like that. I don't know Rello like that. Honestly, I don't really mess with anybody in the travel space like that I haven't really met. I've Austin, me and him live in Kenya. Zoe, he hollered at me when he came to Tanzania. And then who else I would really know? Probably like Czech. And I met Czech out here. But like, it's not really anybody else I know. And then people I also know y'all don't know, like Sabbatical. Like, he's not in the black travel space. He's white.
Yeah, shout out to Zoe, shout out to Sabbatical. Highlight on 2016 with $99 says, BMT, hopefully you and Rello can hang out in Pattaya. I think not, sir. Appreciate the $2 super chat.
Good luck.
I appreciate that. All right. So I don't know if he's still out there or anything like that, but you guys haven't linked up since that incident, because I guess he got into like another incident after that.
Bro, he's dumb. Like, think about this. So you go viral for messing with Pro Maxes, and then you just continue to get more Pro Maxes and try to film them doing fornication online. Like, how dumb can you be? Like, you just got in trouble for it. You could just do the same thing a couple days ago. Like, I don't know if he's still here or not. Maybe he can't afford to get the fuck up out of here, or maybe he's waiting to come to Thailand and hang out with y'all. I don't know.
No, I hope you don't come out here. You know, we got a good little flow going on out here, man. But yeah, that is crazy. When I saw that incident, I knew when I first saw it, before I even saw you guys' response, in my head, I'm just like, I know Austin and my man ain't feeling that shit. Because, you know, as Black Americans, I mean, do you think they stereotype us because of this situation, or is it more situation where, like, okay, they just individualize them? Because I saw a lot of the articles and videos, they kind of labeled him as either a passport bro or a Black American. Do you think that kind of messed up the vibe that y'all got out there?
Not necessarily. Like the Kenyans were smart enough to realize, like, this is a isolated incident with this goofy motherfucker. It wasn't like they painted broad strokes like every Black American. Because actually, all the Kenyans was like, when I say, yeah, we ain't allowing this all that, they was like, yeah, we know that's not you. We know that's not you in Austin. That's this goofy motherfucker coming out here doing stupid shit. That's what we want to prevent, because this is the thing about Africa. Africa, we actually have a fresh start to actually build shit. Now, I'm not gonna go here because motherfuckers say we selling dreams. I'm not selling dreams. You can keep your bitch ass in the States. You can keep your bitch ass wherever you are. We do not need you here. Nobody's selling dreams. But like I was saying, in Africa, we got a chance to actually build some stuff. Like, there's no glass ceiling. You could come out here. You can invest. They really messing with us out here because there's a lot of opportunities here, but there's a lack of capital. And we have capital because we're coming from the States. So we came out here with our ingenuity and capital and used their skilled labor and opportunities because they're missing a lot of stuff. You can make a lot of money. But people don't want to hear that. Motherfuckers want to hear about bitches all day. So fuck it. That's what we can talk about.
Okay, so out there, and I've noticed that even with my man O'Shea, shout out my man O'Shea Dude Jackson, and I see that Austin is doing a lot of entrepreneurship, opportunity style videos out there. So it really is a good place to be as far as business and entrepreneurship.
Yeah, there's so many things missing here. That's why every time I talk about like business, investment opportunities, do say you're selling dreams. But then what they want to really hear about, like, and this is what's wrong with this whole fucking passport bro movement, whatever you want to call it, is this shit is all about fucking women. It's all about women. There's nothing else. Yeah, shout out to Suave. I see you, homie. It's nothing else. If you talk about anything else, motherfuckers don't want to hear it. And then, like, when they talk about women here, if they're not like red bones or exotics, because it's a majority Black country, so they gonna say, "Oh, all the chicks here is mid." So I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't give a fuck about y'all. Y'all can stay wherever the fuck y'all want. I do not care. It does not benefit me by you coming here.
Okay.
I would get my buddy anyway.
I want to talk about that too. Let me catch super chat real quick. Shout out my man Suave Prince in the building with $2 super chat, man. I really appreciate that. It says, shout out to the panel. Salute, kid. Appreciate that. All right. Highland 2016 with $9 super chat says Kenyan women are average but are very friendly. And I want to go back to that, man. He was saying that they're mid. Now we all know that beauty is in the eye of the beholder and everything like that. But one thing I always hear, and this might be in reference to what you were saying about the women in the Passport Bros, like we just don't see a lot of content as far as the women in Kenya like that, you know, for the most part. You think that could possibly be a little bit of the reason?
Like, what do you mean you don't see?
Like you know, when we see like a lot of guys doing the vlogs in Thailand and stuff like that, and in Colombia, you will see them kind of more so vlogging with, you know, a chick or something like that. But you know, when I look at Kenyan content, I don't see a lot of collaborations with the women out there. But then you got somebody like a Rello who go out there and be like, the women is this, women is that.
I mean, I don't know what to say to that. Like, Austin got a bunch of videos with women. I have a bunch of videos with women. We did multiple live streams with women. Like, the only issue I see is that majority of the chicks here are black, and majority of people in this space have self-hatred issues. They're traumatized from they're traumatized from dealing with African American women who, and this is the thing, Kenyan women like, if you walk around Kenya, you're going to see people that look like your aunties. You're going to see people that look like your sisters, your cousins, and all that. Now, if we just made, the only change we did was make their skin color a couple shades lighter. This would be the greatest place on earth. Like, motherfuckers would be flooding over here. But since they're all black women, y'all not fucking with them. It's like the complete difference of when you compare Kenya to South Africa. South Africa has way more fair-skinned women. Or compare Kenya to Ethiopia. They have way more fair-skinned women. So it was like, the only thing that I'm seeing is, okay, South African women are bad, Kenyan women are bad, Ethiopian women are bad, but they have more red bones over there. So they're going to get the edge. Let's keep it a buck.
Okay, so hold on. See, when I hear that, kid, it's almost like, you know, yeah, I know some dudes prefer the exotic and the red bones. We know we got that, but I think guys are trying to escape the Western mentality of the woman. Like, I think that's a misnomer when guys always try to put it on like, oh, we don't like dark skinned women. When in actuality, we do like dark skinned women. I think brothers like dark skinned women, bro. Like, I don't think the look is the issue. I think it's the mentality is the issue per se. But you're saying that in Kenya, they don't have that necessarily Western mentality.
No, okay. If the issue was just mentality, when people see Kenyan women and you come out here, you see how they treat us, like they soft, like a shorty, she'll clean up the house, she'll clean your shoes. Like, every country I've been to 28 countries, I've never seen a chick take all your shoes and take her time washing them. Like, scrubbing your shoes, making sure your shoes clean, making sure all your shit is good. So it's the same feminine behavior you would get in Thailand, Cambodia, or in South America, but the only difference is that they're dark skinned. And I let's keep it a buck, bro. Let's keep it a buck.
I got hold on. Let me ask
This is the issue.
I'm gonna ask the chat too.
You know this shit is the issue. Come on, bro. You know this shit is the issue. That's why motherfuckers is not checking for this. Everybody's checking for South Africa because it's more red bone. When you say exotic, let's keep it a buck. When you think of an exotic chick, you're not thinking of a dark skinned chick. You're not thinking of black people features, like dark skin, not exotic, not no green eyes, no blue eyes, no gray eyes. You're not thinking about you're thinking about long silky hair, fair skin, like a red bone, so probably gray eyes or something like shit like that. You're not thinking about the typical chick in Kenya, but they do have them in Kenya, but y'all not giving it a chance.
I'm gonna do a poll, man, because I hear that sometimes, and I just don't believe that, bro. Because I think guys just like an attractive feminine woman. I don't think it's really about skin tone. I know it's not about skin tone with me personally. I love my sisters. So I'm gonna do a poll though. We're gonna see, because we hear that a lot in this space. We always hear that, especially from the women, that okay, you passport bros only like exotic women and all this. But when you go to Colombia, you will see brothers with Afro Latinas, and those Afro Latinas can be any complexion. A lot of times you see brothers with Afro Latinas that could almost look like they live in the States or something like that. That's just my opinion, but we'll do a poll. We'll do a poll.
Yeah, do the poll. But let's do this right quick. Then let's do this. Why is it no African country in the big four? Why are passport bros not even in fucking Africa like that? Because this is a new phenomena. If it wasn't for the Rello shit, y'all motherfuckers would even be talking about Kenya. So you got South Africa, you got 54 countries in Africa. None of y'all niggas is coming to fucking Africa. None of y'all go to Europe. Y'all go to Asia. Y'all go to South America. None of y'all niggas is coming to Africa. Come on, bro. Let's keep it a buck, yo. I'm not gonna sit here and be disingenuous and be like, we just like feminine women. There's super feminine women in Tanzania that were like, let's get Uganda. There's women in Uganda, the wife, when they serve their man, they crouch down and give their food. How more fucking feminine can you get? And you're saying, it's just about fucking feminine women. Come on, get the fuck up out of here, bro. Get the fuck up out of here.
Okay, shout out my man Brandon Clark, Stocks Pass with the 5 super chat, man. I really appreciate that. He's also a member, and he's on the Passport Bros Actions. BMT and Kid Greatness, great interview, fellas. All right. And I got my man Ash L in the building. Shout out my man Ash L with the 5 super chat. He says, if you have to gaslight guys to like Kenya, you already lost. I guess that's a reference to your comments, Kid Greatness. And we got Mintuition in the house, $10 super chat. Shout out to Mintuition, man. I think I DM'd you on Instagram, brother. I'm trying to get you guys on the show, especially when you guys was here in Thailand. Rello made some mistakes, but there's a lot of cap going on in here. We need to use this as a learning experience. This is not a colorism issue. He just said that the women were mid. Salute. Shout out my man Mintuition. I know you want to answer these chats in a second, brother. I got you. Highland 216.99 super chat says, fair point. Kid Greatness brothers love red bones. All right. All right. So you say okay, go ahead. It's getting good now.
He said I got a gas like I don't give a fuck about y'all niggas. I don't even like half of y'all niggas. So like I don't have nothing to prove to you. Like I didn't even want to be in this space at first. The real reason, look, I knew about the black travel space for a minute. I've been living overseas since 2018. I started making content. I made a conscious effort so I wouldn't have to deal with a lot of y'all. Because let's keep it a buck. Some of y'all are goofy. I don't want to deal with y'all goofy asses. So I made a conscious effort. What really exposed me to the space is like when I started hanging out with Austin, because we was both in the same spot. And he's like the quote unquote unofficial leader of the fucking travel space. Well, he's an unofficial leader of the Passport Bros. So a lot of y'all navigate to my channel. Bro, I don't want to deal with y'all shit. A lot of y'all shit just be dumb. Like, what do y'all do all day? Y'all arguing about fucking pro locations like Patia and fucking Fasur. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Like, come on, bro. Let's keep it a buck. Yeah, because this is this whole narrative. Like, I'm trying to sell y'all something. I don't have nothing to sell y'all. I don't even really know what to deal with y'all. Like, come on, son. Let's keep it a buck.
Hold on, kid.
Let me say one thing too. Y'all fucking leader don't even fucking want to deal with y'all. like, what are we talking about? Go ahead. Let me calm down.
Okay. But now you're saying all this, but in the chat they're saying that you guys invited a personality like JRello out there. It's not like you're linking up with the solid dudes necessarily. You try to apparently do content with a Passport Pookie or a crash out artist. So if you're trying to link with guys like that, of course you're going to get you're gonna feel that way about guys coming out there. If that's the type of guys you're trying to, link with to do content.
Well, no. Let me rephrase.
I mean,
Maybe
did you guys not? Did
Rello,
you not or not
Rello was
invite
a
Rello out?
Rello. Okay, no, listen. Let me rephrase it so you can let me make this clear for you. Rello was a fan of mine. He kept hitting me up, blowing my shit the fuck up to link up with me. Out of respect, I was like, all right, fuck it. He's gonna come out here. I know if Rello come out here, he's gonna bring a lot of attention because he does a lot of crazy shit. So like, let me try to give him some guidance so he doesn't do that stupid. That was my mission. Now he still did something stupid with my guidance. That is not my responsibility. That's like when Rello went to Sasua. Y'all was all talking about Sasua. So it's y'all fault. Y'all invited Rello there, or did he get a plane ticket, go to fucking Sasua, and crash the fuck out? Did y'all invite him to Colombia when he got a plane ticket and he crashed out over there?
Hold on. Now, who is y'all invite? We collectively, nobody really rocks with Rello on
bro,
my side.
Don't you own the passport? You the passport leader, nigga.
No, I'm not a leader. No, I'm not a leader. I'm not a leader. I've always said the Passport Bros
don't you
was
own the
ideology.
brand though?
Yeah, I do.
But this is your brand though, right?
Correct. That's correct.
I'm just making sure. All right, keep it good.
But JRello, a long time ago, he said this several times, and we'll get off JRello in a moment because I got some other questions to ask you. But he said several times that he is not a passport bro. He said that several times. But we all know that if you do something overseas, currently at this time, if you do something overseas, whether you black, white, green, or yellow, in order to get clicks and views, they're gonna what? Label you as a what? A passport bro. All right. That's just what it is. That's nothing that I could do about it, or even to Rello's credit to a certain degree, he can do anything about it. They labeled him a passport bro on WorldStar, But what is the? I'm gonna put some chat in a second. But what is the vibe when people try to put that on you out there in Kenya when they try to call you guys passport bros?
Nah, I never claimed that shit, and I would never claim that
you want to be the leader.
That was a fucking joke.
You was like, hey man, I want to be leader of the passport bros.
I was using that as a teaching moment because this shit needs some type of leadership. Because like the leadership that it has now is fucking terrible. Like, anybody could just wake up and become a passport bro. So that means the serial killers could get out of jail right now and get a fake passport bro. Get a fake passport and be a passport bro. What I was saying, if I was the leadership and I started the movement, this is how I would have did it. It would have accountability. You would have to get vetted like a fraternity. Like somebody has to bring you in. You just can't wake up one day and say, "Oh, you a passport bro." Like that shit doesn't make sense.
Let me tell you why that doesn't make sense. Because I heard that. I know Austin says the same thing. Let me tell you exactly why that doesn't make sense. You try to do the fraternity look. That's just not going to stop anybody from, number one, deeming somebody that do dusty shit a passport bro to get clicks and views. That's number one. So they'll be called a passport bro regardless, even if they in this quote unquote membership or not. And that doesn't stop. And if somebody does do some dumb shit and they're quote unquote within your membership, all right, that accountability can still fall on you. So that's a double negative for the most part when you do that. And we do have memberships in our Passport Bros app community. So we already have that going on. But it's better to do it this way than try to have certain, insurances and stuff like that, trying to get people to say, oh, yeah, he's a Passport Bro, but he doesn't pay for this chapters or anything like that. That's a lot of stuff to do, bro. So that doesn't really make sense at the end of the day. All right. It's more organization than what you would think it is, basically. And then it's an international thing. Oh. They call them Passport Bro guys in Korea now. So like, how you're going to have all these guys all over the world in this fraternal organization? I got guys in Ethiopia calling themselves Passport Bros now, bro. This is a worldwide. I don't think nobody's ever even seen something like this before. This is all new, right? And in some cases, it can be beyond your control, because media outlets are going to deem anybody overseas at this moment a passport bro. That's just what it is. All right, let me catch super chat. Wonderful Travel with
Yeah, go
Super
ahead.
Chat says, salute to BMT. I'm let you respond, brother. Salute to BMT in the chat. I've actually heard the opposite. I've heard Kenya got baddies. All right. Shout out to my man Maximilian with the $5 Super Chat, man. I really appreciate that. So now y'all going off on all the viewers because we won't let you cap about Kenyan chicks looking good. Bro, ain't nobody blind. 1, 2s, and 3s. All right. I mean, that's a hard press because, like I said before, beauty is in the eye beholder. But let's go back to the Passport Bro stuff. You know, did you want to respond to that?
Like I said, this is not the first type of movement that had a global appeal. Like I always compare this shit to digital nomad. Digital nomad and Passport Bro kind of blew up at the same damn time. What is the difference between digital nomad and Passport Bro? Digital nomads are look at a positive like Passport Bros is looking at a negative like. Why is that? Because digital nomad is built on positive shit. Like, oh, they're using currency arbitrage. They're using fire. They're using things that move to a positive direction. Passport Bros has always been moving away from negative shit. We don't want to deal with westernized women. We looking for feminine women, whatever the fuck you want to do, because that shit is constantly changing. Whenever motherfuckers talk, flip. Yeah, flip. It's moving away from negative shit. It's not moving to positive shit. And that's how that shit is get caught up. If you're moving away from some negative shit, all right, go ahead. Because I know you're going to say, it's not about that shit. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Do you know how Passport Bros? Do you know how Passport Bros initially went viral? Do you know how they initially went viral?
Enlighten me. Go ahead. Finish. Because everybody probably know.
Your boy Austin went on TikTok talking about the Passport Bros and bashing women in the States. That's how we initially went viral. Now, we was already pretty steady. You know, we had already, been mentioning Passport Bros. We had a group and everything before that. But when he went viral, right, and millions of people start hearing about Passport Bros, women started doing a response, not to him, but they started doing a response to the Passport Bro hashtag, the terminology. So initially, your boy, shout out my man Austin, by the way, he's still my dude. You know what I'm saying? He's the one that expressed that narrative onto the Passport Bros. The same guy. All right. That's how I initially got into the gender war to a certain degree in the States. That's how I went viral. But Passport Bros, like I've been saying this, screaming to the top of my lungs for the last few years, even when I coined the phrase, is more than just the women. It's more so about quality of life. All right. It's more about leveraging your American dollar. I've been saying that. And a lot of guys say that. And that is truly the definition. When you see a documentary or you see like I don't know if you call it a documentary, but when you see little pieces on the Passport Bros, they'll mention that. They'll say, hey, man, you got guys that are leaving America because they're frustrated with, the 9-to-5 culture, the hookup culture, and they're going overseas to find more traditional wives to have traditional relationships. That's the narrative. That's the most massive term analogy for Passport Bros. This other little shit, this other little, small little sector that, try to put, tourism on and everything. That's a small, minute sector of people just hating on the idea of Western men going overseas for love, because the West sees all men as more of a pool of simps and stepfathers for the most part. Go ahead.
Nah, that shit is not how it goes. No, that is a false narrative you're pushing. I was in the Facebook groups because you gotta remember, I was traveling before the fucking Passport Bro term existed. So I've been in Facebook groups. It's always been the same fucking shit. Yeah, we're getting away from these westernized women. These women are too masculine. Y'all see now, if y'all would have see, this is what I said, and I'm glad you brought that up too. In the video, I said the exact same thing, and I knew this shit was gonna happen with the Passport Bro shit because I could see the signs already because I've been overseas already. If y'all would have led with the same narrative that the digital nomads did, was like, we're trying to diversify, we're making this amount of income, we're going here, we're looking for a better life. then a passport bro would have been a better life. But no, all the evidence was there already. If all the Facebook groups are still open and all that shit, you can go see all the shit. Oh yeah, these Westlife women, these black women, these women here. Da, 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 da. I don't even say black women. These American women here, these Western women here. It was just all complaining about chicks and just saying the other chicks were better. And then number two, all the passport locations are in fucking mongering spots. Sasua was the hot ground before. And then Thailand, Pattaya was later on. I didn't go to Colombia, so I don't really know about that. See, I've never been to Sasua, so I can't really speak on that. And there was it Partieres and fucking Colombia and shit? All these shits are just red light fucking districts. Why is every main passport bro location in a red light district?
Now, hold on. Hold on. Let me stop you there. Because the only red light district is Sasua. That's the only technically red light district. Everything else is spots in these major cities. All right. Just like in every major city in the world, they got red light districts. Every single major city in the world. We don't just, first of all, passport bros go to way more countries than that. Those are the big four for everybody. Everybody, male or female, goes to these quote unquote cities outside of Sasua. All right. But outside Sasua, Rio is not just a red light district, bro. You've been to Brazil, correct?
No, I haven't been to Brazil. Right? Nope. I've been to DR. I've never been to Brazil.
Rio is massive. You've been in Medellin. Oh, you say you haven't been in Medellin. Medellin is massive. It's just not like a red light district. It's a dope ass city, bro. That's why they have high levels of tourism in Medellin, because it's just not a red light district. All right. Even Pattaya, to a certain degree, is a dope ass place to live outside of the red light district areas. Pattaya is a dope city with millions of expats living in Pattaya. You have the Muay Thai culture out here. You got all types of different things going on these million expat, well, not million, but when you have this, these cities that are thriving off tourism, bro. It's just not red light districts that the people go to. Outside of passport bros go to multiple cities. If you look in the group, you will see guys everywhere, not just those big four.
Bro, like, why are you bullshitting me, bro? Like,
I'm telling you the truth.
The Facebook group, bro. No, talk about, bro. Come on.
What did I say? Bro, what did I say was wrong? What did I say was wrong?
You were in the Facebook group too, son. You know what these Facebook days
started the original Facebook group.
They revolved around the red light districts, bro. That's what motherfuckers was talking about. Let's stop, bro. I know you're trying to clean this shit up. I commend you for trying to do this shit. I think it's a fucking lost cause. You need to rebrand this shit.
Hold on. You know what? Go ahead.
Okay. I think you should burn this shit to the ground and restart, because there's too much negative press. Like you have to do too much work to clean this shit up. But all this shit used to revolve around places. Why do you want to be leader?
You know what? I'm gonna let the business be the business. I was going to say something else that would have probably really threw you off, but I'm not going to say that because that's not you. That's not you. That's your man Austin.
All right, say it. Oh, you want to say, bro? Go ahead and take the gloves off. I don't give a fuck, bro.
No, because it doesn't really involve you on that side. That's more the business side, and that's the reason so many people want the trademark. If it's so burned to the ground, that's why people still calling me, asking me for it, because you want to burn to the ground. But let me catch super chat real quick with the escape tricks with the $5 super chat, man. I really appreciate that. Yeah. Passport bros underestimated how many degenerates are in the space. People who watch him are sick. Collab should not be an option. You can't guide a ninja. Appreciate the $5 super chat. All right. And I got another super chat by my man Proto J in the building. 4789 with the $5 super chat says, LOL. It started as Black Man Travel Group on Facebook, but it's rebranded and everybody wanted in. You're absolutely correct. The original Black Man Travel Group got taken down by Facebook for no reason. Basically, somebody shared a screenshot of a Robinhood account and was mentioning stock tips. They took it down, and that's when we rebranded Passport Bros. All right. Jay Rodriguez with the $5 super chat says, I love East Africans between Uganda, Tanzania, or Kenya. Who has the best women? That's a question for you.
It depends on what you're looking for. If you want super, super submissive women, you probably would go with Uganda and Tanzania. If you want more like modernized women, that's like a vibe, fun to hang out with, educated, you probably will go with Kenyan.
Okay. Appreciate that. Jerry Rodriguez. All right. I got my man Brandon Clark says, Passport Bros are everywhere, not just the big four. They are worldwide. Shot my man Zoo Travels in the building. Shout out to you, Zoo. Dope ass YouTube channel, man. He says it gets views. What exactly does you mean to get views, brother?
I don't know. You done with the super chats or you got more?
No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Like, bro, like I don't care. Like I just look at from what I see in all this. The thing that you're saying does not reflect what people are going after in their intentions. It doesn't. It doesn't align, bro.
So why would you want to be the leader of this?
Bro, I was joking. I would be leader shit. I was trying to give y'all some guidance.
You ain't gonna be joking on camera like that. Don't regurgitate what you were saying. Now, don't take back what you said. You said, "Hey, I want to be leader." You did a whole video on this, brother. If it's,
bro, it's my job.
Why would you risk that? Why would you put your face game out there and say you want to be the leader of it? And why would your boy still want to be loosely associated with it business-wise? Why is this the case? You see how you flip-flop,
bro?
So hold on. Let me just point something out. Hold on, let me just point something out because you debating right now. You call guys out for not wanting to go to Kenya, they want to go to other countries, these so-called red light district countries, which y'all have there, by the way, like in every major city. But then you invite a person like JRello because you guys did invite him. You basically invite a guy like JRello. Then on the flip side, you're saying how degenerate Passport Bros are, but you want to be the leader of it. Make it make sense, kid greatness. I'm just pointing out what's coming out your mouth. Pause.
Oh shit! Yeah. All right. So all right. Let me help you make it make sense because apparently I didn't make it make sense before. So basically, we are fucking around. Like this passport movement shit. Like I think it's a fucking joke. But if you were to make it make sense, let's talk about why you want this shit to live so fucking much. It's because your brand is based all around it. You need this shit, bro. What are you gonna do without Passport? Look, download the Passport Bro app. Is above this shit. I downloaded the Passport Bro app in this beta phase. What the fuck was on there? Naked pictures of chicks and shit like that. Mongering shit.
Hold on. No. Let me stop you. I gotta stop you, bro.
Don't do that.
Hold on. I gotta stop you. I gotta stop you. First of all, hold on. Let me stop you. I gotta stop you because we don't have that on the Passport Bros app because we can't have that in the Passport Bros app. It's in Google Play. All right. It's in the App Store. So we can't have that. So I don't know what you saw. And if you did, you can see nudity on Facebook and Instagram before the admins take it down. Okay. It's a social community. When you download the app, yeah, you might see, but if you download the app right now, you won't see any nudity on the app, bro. All right. So when you say the testing phase, that might have been a possibility when we was testing things out and guys was just uploading what they were uploading.
I know. Yeah. But no, it's about scratching your dollar faster, but it's nudity on there. It's talking about shorties and shit like that.
Facebook. It's nudity on YouTube. It's nudity on Instagram.
Come on, son.
It's a social community.
Come on, son. I wasn't going to take it there, but you're talking about you saying you personally said I invited Rello here. So if we could take it there, we could take it there.
What the chat said. I didn't personally hear you say you invited Rello, but I know y'all were supposed to collab. Y'all were supposed to collab, right? So if somebody's supposed to collab, if I'm collabing with somebody, I'm co-signing with their content, basically. Right?
No. Okay, so this is a collab right now. You're co-signing with my content?
If you was doing content like JRello, I would not have you on the stream.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't ask you all that. You said a collab means you're co-signing their content. That's the words that came out of your mouth. So did you co-signing my content right now?
Or did you not know the type of content that JRello did before he came out there?
Bro, are you going to answer the question with a question? All right. You're saying when you do a collab, you're co-signing somebody's content. I'm not co-signing your content. I don't believe in a passport bro shit. I came out here was
But you
out
want
of
to be the
respect
leader
for
of
you.
it.
Said you want to do an interview. This nigga, bro. We were joking.
I'm just framing what you said literally in these videos. I'm framing what you said. I'm not making anything up. I'm not making anything up, Kid
Bro,
Greatness.
okay,
I'm framing
okay,
exactly what you said on video that I can pull up right now.
okay, yeah. And then you could pull out the many of videos where I said I will never be associated with the passport bro. I will never be a passport bro. I'd rather die than be a passport bro. Bro, me and Austin talk shit all day. We make content. Well, we say a lot of crazy shit. So I would never be a leadership. I was trying to give y'all some game. Y'all apparently need some game because this shit is a fucking train wreck. Look, y'all are the faces of S tourism. Congratulations. You're the faces of S tourism. Whenever something happens with S tourism, passport bro. They don't have to be black. They don't have to be white. They could be an alien. If an alien did some S tourism on the move right now, he's a passport bro. Great marketing. That's beautiful marketing. Like, I don't want to be. Why would I want to be associated with that? I don't know why you want to be associated with that.
The X tourism came from the haters of the movement. That was put on this.
Bro, fuck up out of here, bro. Now you bullshit. Bro, you know it didn't come from the haters in the movement, bro. You're in Pattaya right now, which is it's a red light district.
Pattaya is not a red light district. It has red light areas just like Kenya. As a matter of fact, you got a bunch of Kenyans participating in those activities in the red light districts here. So you're in the area hold on, you're in the area, you're in the city where everything that's available here is available there too. Probably even more so. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if JRello did that crap here in Thailand, Thailand would got him up out of here, deported him for a lifetime immediately. JRello still there sitting comfortably on the couch. So what does that say about where you are? Because y'all be acting like, because I'm coming to Kenya and I'm gonna come and holler at all y'all and everything's gonna be all love, but don't act like what goes on doesn't go on in Kenya, brother. Ain't like you in a city where you in a Mormon town or some shit. The same shit goes on everywhere, bro. Let's stop being naive. Let's stop trying to deflect.
Well, brother. Let's not play stupid. Like Pattaya, Thailand is not one of the most well-known red light districts in the fucking world.
Pattaya, Thailand is a huge city, bro. It's a huge city. It's like Vegas.
We got it. You got it.
It's like Vegas.
It's
more so like Vegas.
You got it. You got it, son.
I'm just saying, it's like Vegas. It is like Vegas.
I know, yeah. Pattaya, Thailand is the Disney World of the world. Everybody with their family go there. Okay, so talk about. Hold on. BMT, relax. BMT,
I'm not gonna do that to you because I would cut out some red light cities in Kenya, but I'm not gonna do that to you because we brothers. I'm not gonna do that to you.
Yeah, bro, I'll call them out for you. But let me say something. So people are coming to Pattaya, Thailand with their families, and they're walking past. They're taking their little kids, and they're walking past all the girly bars. They're walking past the blowjob bars. They're walking by it's just a beautiful place to raise a family where like 90 to 95% of women there are working. Where poor women from Isan are coming down there.
That's false.
That is false. You got it.
That's false.
You got it.
Because you got many expat families. This is one of the biggest expat communities ever, bro. You're talking about walking the street and some soys. That's what you're talking about. Which is everywhere, which is in Mombasa, Kenya, and everything like Mombasa, Kenya. That's everywhere, bro.
Mombasa.
You got North Pattaya where there's none of that.
No.
All right. Yeah.
No, bro.
How long you lived in Pattaya?
Bro, you can't lie to me. I lived in Thailand.
How long you lived in?
I lived in Thailand.
You doing the same thing everybody else does. You come here for a couple of weeks and you go to walking street and Soy 6 and think that's the entire city. Which is false.
Okay.
That's not the entire city.
Okay, BFT. So okay, I didn't live. I would never live in Pattaya because nobody was living in Pattaya. I lived in Bangkok, the real city. Now I want you to
Bangkok too
go.
crowded, bro. I
So
like
you live
Bangkok. I go
there.
to Bangkok all the time.
They can't do this. Everybody can't do this
Mhm.
because you can do this though. Go to Bangkok and go to the high soul areas and tell them you live in Pattaya and watch how fast they get away from your ass. Watch how fast they look at this like you live in Pattaya. You live in this. Bro, come on, stop playing with me, son. Like, you can't play with me. I'm not one of these dudes that you can play with and get these false narratives to. Like, Pattaya is a red light district. Nobody in Thailand takes
How can
Pattaya
an
serious.
entire city be a red light district, bro? How can an entire city with millions of people be a red light district? There's no difference. It's a red light district in Kenya.
Let me educate you. Let
It's
me
a red light
educate you
district in
how
LA.
Pattaya
It's a
started
red
there.
light district in New York.
Let me
It's a red light district in
educate you
California.
on how. Let me educate you how Pattaya started. Pattaya was a small fishing village before.
Yeah.
Then people during the war came out there to relax. And then the girls had the girly bar. So guys would come out there relax and they was fighting. So they wanted some relaxation. What that means, quote unquote. And from there, it grew and grew and grew. That's why the main business in Pattaya is about surrounded all around girls. That's why it's nothing but girly bars. Everywhere you go, there's girly bars. Everywhere you can get you some box for a price. Come on, bro. You don't know that. You live in Pattaya and you don't know that.
Because that's not true.
Huh? It's kind of quiet over there.
That's not true.
So, okay, Pattaya wasn't a small fishing village before it existed, and the ex-tourism came in there?
What was Mombasa, Kenya?
Bro, why are you talking about Mombasa? We're talking about Pattaya,
what was
Thailand.
Las Vegas? We can compare this. We can compare this to a lot of other cities. You act like because you know a small amount, a minute amount of history of a street.
Every city started off as a.
You're not talking about the entire city. You're talking about Walking Street, because that's where the water is, right? So that's what would be where the located fishing, the quote unquote fishing village is in that particular area. I can point out an area to you in Kenya right now that you probably not far from. Go back in the history of that and say that was a red light district. What are you talking about?
All right, point it out right now. Which one are you talking about? Point it out right now.
Shout out to $2 BMT. I agree with KG. Pattaya has a bad reputation.
Yeah, the question. You said you could point out a red light district in not too far from you. Point it out. What is it called?
Wherever JRello was at. Wherever JRello was at. Wherever you went with JRello. Where did you go with JRello?
That's a red light district.
Is it not? He brought home something. All right, for payment. Was that not a red light district? Or is it everywhere? Is it everywhere?
Okay, you got it, son. You got it, son.
All right.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, every city every city started from ex-tourism. So Las Vegas started from ex-tourism. Oh, what other city you name? So okay, guys. Every major city in the world all started off from ex-tourism. New York City, Miami, it's just normal. It's just normal. That's how the economy works. So when you got a fledgling city, the girls go out there, they sell box, and then people reinvest those profits, and then they build skyscrapers, and that's how the economy works, according to BMT.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Bro, that's what you just said. You said Pattaya. Bro, you won't even admit Pattaya is a red light district. You're having a disingenuous. You lived there, and you're gonna say,
"Hold on, you putting words in my mouth." That's not what I said. I said Pattaya has red light districts. That's what I said. Just like Kenya has red light districts. That's what I said.
It is a red light. It's not has. It is a red light.
As a matter of fact, it's a red light district with a lot of Kenyans. Those are facts. So they're coming from. They're coming from where you at to come out here.
You got it, son. You got it.
All right. You got a little minute, man. We'll open up the chat for a second. You got a little minute to kick it?
I got probably, what time is it? I got Shorty waiting on me. I got like another 15 minutes. Let's go.
Okay, I open up the chat. Shout out to my man Maximilian. Chicks cost money everywhere in the world. B 100%.
Yeah, and that's exactly why y'all got the reputation y'all have, because it's always exchange money for women.
Mm-hmm.
Like this shit, y'all write the narratives yourself. Chicks cost any money anywhere you go. Shouldn't that be if it was dating and love, and because y'all always say y'all looking for marriage, shouldn't it be love in there? Chicks want love everywhere. Nah, it's chicks cost money everywhere you go.
I mean, women want resources, brother. That's the reality. You can play games all you want. You know what I'm saying? You can use your mouthpiece all you want, but when it comes to a relationship, you're gonna be spending investing some money. Shout out to my man Brandon Clark, Stocks and Passport with the 5 super chat. He says, respectful, there is more negativity associated with Austin and JRello than Passport Bros. Passport Bros don't have to hide from locals like Rello. Shout out my man Brandon Clark in the building. All right. T-Mac with $10 super chat says, salute, brother. BMT just showing support for the positive content, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. T-Mac in the building. All right. All right. So you got guys agreeing. Matter of fact, let's go back, and I'm gonna bring in the guest in a moment. Hold on. I just want to pull up that. What did we do? What was it? Okay, so it's 50% split on the poll, brother. Do Passport Bros not like dark-skinned Africans? So it's about 50%. That's about 50%. Okay. I thought it would be a little less, but that is what it is. All right, let me bring my man Gerard in the building. What's going on, brother?
Hey, what's going on, BMT? What's happening, KG, man? Getting heated over here.
We have a deep debate here. It ain't got real.
Yeah, I see, man. I see.
It's not heated. I'm just stating my truth. If people don't agree with my truth, it is what it is. Like,
this man denounced the Passport Bros, ran for office for the Passport Bros. I'm confused by him, but go ahead.
And y'all tricking everywhere, and y'all trying to say y'all looking for wives, nigga.
Oh, you tricking? You doing the same thing everybody else
I don't got a trick, nigga. I don't got a trick, nigga. I don't have the trick. What's good, nigga?
Hey, you got a little. Okay, Esteem, you got to cut down your background music. Go ahead, Jarrod. What you gonna say, brother?
Man. I mean, I didn't catch all the stream. I caught the tail end of it. Here's what I say. You know, are there red light districts in Kenya? Yeah, there are. You know, I mean, but is it to the? I mean, no. I have not been to Thailand, so I can't give that comparison, right? But from my experience, like there's spots in Kenya and Nairobi. So specifically speaking, Nairobi, right? You got streetwalkers. You have like, you know, certain clubs where there are pros working at, so on and so forth. But typically speaking, that's like a nighttime activity. Is you really don't see that during the day, unless you know you want to go to massage parlors, things of that thing or nature, or there's agencies where you can, you know, have quote unquote massage girls come to your actual spot or what have you. For the most part of my trips that I've been to Kenya was 4 times total since 2021. You really don't need to do that. You know what I mean? At all. Like, I mean, I dabbled in that maybe once or twice out of my 4 trips. For the most part, you could just talk to females, go, you know what I'm saying? Go out, go to the club, you know, go to the club or whatever. I mean, my first time I went was during COVID, and it really wasn't any club. BMT, you interviewed me way back when. I don't know if you remember or not. So and we did a couple of interviews.
You was the one that like married the couple of chicks, right?
Yeah, exactly, man. So you know, but I do agree with what you're saying, no, on the opposite end, BMT, in the sense of, yeah, you're gonna pay either or. It just the question is of how do you want to pay, and what format and what form and what's comfortable for you. You know what I mean? Me personally,
did you marry a Kenyan woman or Ethiopian? You married because you was in East Africa, right?
Yeah, well, no, she was Ethiopian. So yeah, we dissolved that marriage. You know what I'm saying? But I still have ties. I still got ties back to women back in Kenya to this day. You know, been long term since 2021, 2022. You know, or what have you. So you know what I mean. So yeah, I mean you can. You know what I mean. You can now. Are they? You know, someone could argue. Oh, I can be in a long distance relationship with somebody, you know, for that distance, blah, 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 so on and so forth. That's you got, you know, hey, that's just all part of the game. It's all part of the game at the end of the day.
So real quick, you find, because you know, apparently Passport Bros, I don't know if you consider yourself a Passport Bro, but American guys in general, Black Americans, that's what he's saying, don't find dark skinned sisters in Africa attractive. But you do.
I definitely do. I mean, most of the I'm red, so most of the women I deal with are red, but I will deal with dark skinned women. You know what I'm saying? In fact, I find, to be honest with you, really until I went to Kenya, I had never seen that. You know what I'm saying? Dark skinned women. I never like that attractive as those in East Africa. Like I'm very much attracted to East African dark-skinned women compared to like West African dark-skinned women, if that makes any sense or what have you. Their phenotypes are completely different. You know what I mean? But again, it's everybody's preference. You know what I'm saying? Like most of the women I've messed with in Kenya were either Ethiopian, Eritrean, Kikuyu, you know what I'm saying? Kamba. You know what I mean? If you know those tribes, you know those type of people, they're kind of more leaning towards the red. But I deal with some Luos as well. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, bro. Let me get super chat real quick. We appreciate that. General Coach with the 5 super says the next poll should be BNT versus Kid Greatness for the president of the Passport Bros. I don't know if Kid Greatness want to be the president any longer. He said he did, but I don't know. You know, apparently we're a bunch of degenerates.
We could have that one.
A bunch of degenerates, Kid Greatness. I don't know.
We got to sub out Kid Greatness.
I didn't say a bunch of degenerates. I just pointed out what y'all like to do and what I seen with my own eyes. Like, did I say y'all degenerates?
So you saw guys with Passport Bros t-shirts on doing what exactly?
What y'all like to do and what I seen. Well, what are you talking about?
Hold on. Right.
Go ahead. I'm not gonna tell you this.
Go ahead, brother.
Nah, I'm not going to even circle back to that argument. Let's let the panel talk.
Okay, I got my man JD in the building. What's good, JD?
All right, am I able to speak? Am I clear?
Yeah, you coming out clear.
All right, what's going on? Finally get a chance to say what's going on to this young brother up here. I mean, I keep hearing you say that, I didn't invite this guy. He done already admitted that you was the reason why he kind of went towards Kenya, right? KG.
Okay. Let me say this again. So let me say this again. I don't know how I can make this clear.
I just came in on the last 10 minutes, KG.
If I put out a video and somebody gets inspired to go to any of the countries I go to, and then they go to the country and they act a fool, that's my fault.
KG, he said he reached out to you. Y'all talked. This was a thing where y'all spoke. Huh?
I can't see your name, so because the super chat covered up.
Yeah, I know. I see the super chat cover. They call me JD.
JD, okay, JD. Do you know how many people I've talked to? Do you know how many people join my lives? I've talked to so many fucking people.
I got you.
Like, come on, bro. Like,
all right, so let's talk about how much he's been a creator. Well, I got you. But so let's talk about how much he's been a YouTuber already and his history. And then he reached out to you for advice to come out there. And you're talking to a brother that been there 9 times since 2019, all through King, all through them clubs. Mombasa too. Love him, Hypnotic and Mombasa. But how is it that you felt that, like, because I'm looking at it like this, and I heard you was somewhere from Jersey. If I know a dude that goes into different projects in different boroughs and he makes a little mess, Now he's hitting me up like, yo, what's going on with you? Yeah. I'm trying to get over there where you at. And you extend that hand, you're just as part of the problem. And guess what? In real time, because I know you're younger than me, I'm a 45, young brother. In real time, you would have got the same treatment he got, because now we're going to ask you once he's over there how he's getting over here. Well, you started talking to him and he said, what? So why would you even say anything for him to even come in this direction? You know his history.
Okay. Now let me say this again. Knowing his history and knowing the buffoonery that motherfuckers get into when they get, especially that side of the travel space where they're just fucking idiots and they just tricking all the time. Do I want that to come to Kenya? No, I don't want that to come to Kenya. As one of being one of the faces of Kenya, I try to like, yo, do not come here. Like, yo, like when you check in with somebody, bro, you come to somebody's hood, you check it. Son, do not do no dumb shit. We'll pack you up if you do some dumb shit. He came out here, packed him up. Well, I packed him up.
No. See, this is where you're messing up. This is where the generational thing you're missing it at. Look, you're extending that hand. If I'm the guy that's in Kenya, you extending it. If I'm the guy in Kenya, you just as much as the problem too. But guess what? We don't know who's the next hand you're going to extend over here now. What else you gonna say that come over here? And then you don't even care about their bad history. This dude trying to do stuff in the dark with women. He's almost every stream. He's like he's arguing about payment. So okay, I don't get it how you extend that hand. And I've been over there for dinner.
Let me hop in here real quick. Let me hop in here. What JD is saying is 100% true, and I called it out earlier, bro. You act as if he wasn't already the same guys you trying to denounce that, you know, these guys are doing this, doing that. He was doing that on his lives. He was doing that in Sosua. He was doing that in Medellin. He does the same shit. He tries to put pros on camera. And apparently, you say you didn't invite him, but now you're admitting that you did invite him. You're inviting that out there to Kenya. So you see how that
I never said I invite. Yo, where did I?
You don't have to say it. That's what, big brother. Y'all already said it.
Come here. Nobody said. Well, fuck what Rello says a lot of dumb shit. We ain't gonna listen to what Rello said. There's no point where I said we need Rello here. This is the welcoming committee for Rello.
You with you in Austin.
He's saying that you guys are the reason that he went out there. And then you met with him.
Bro, he's a fan.
Hey,
nigga, do you know how many people are out here because of talk about? Do you know how many niggas is out here because of me? That every day they come up to me, oh, Kid Greatness, you're the reason why I'm out here. So if they go up here and just
why would you want to collab with somebody like that? But you're saying that all these guys do is just tricks and all this. Why would you collab with somebody
like all I can say is this, big brother. I see your man. He's about to be on the move. He's going over to the next land. I would think you would probably want to travel behind him too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, from what I've seen of you from the last month, just seeing you around, y'all are like a team, you in Austin. So, you know, for me, I think y'all kind of y'all welcome out there. Y'all was doing great. From what I've seen, y'all was, you know, it had a nice little platform, was clean surface. When y'all invited this dude, and it changed the whole spectrum now, Kenya, because let me tell you something, brother. I've been on a lot of these panels. They wasn't even talking about Africa. And I've been, like I told you, I've been pushing it. You know, go out to Kenya. Yo, Kenya got some. Yo, them carousels is crazy if you go in certain spots if that's what you into. Now all of a sudden everybody's looking over here and they got a bad negative light. And then from what I hear, the brother reached the news out there. Like, you know, if they don't got much internet, they can get the news, big bro.
Okay, so you're trying to say I'm trying to cut tail and run from Kenya. That's basically what you're trying to say right now, right?
I'm not saying you should cut tail. I'm not saying like cut tail because really, but I'm saying it's time to move to the next land. Y'all did what y'all did there. It was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I want to keep hearing y'all move to different parts of the land. But, you know, as y'all move to these different parts of the land, let this be a lesson learned. I don't care who, I mean, for me, if I was thinking, I don't care If I don't know you, I'm not going to extend no hand and tell you to come out here and we start streaming. You got bad history behind you. Like, that stuff that he did will never go away. You know that. Anybody can look up on the internet. It's always going to be there. All that stuff he did. Stuff in Medellin when he's arguing over the 140 and over the 160. Like, for $20, $30. And then it's like small amounts of money he's arguing about. You know what I'm saying? And then if you've been to Kenya, like, I act like you're sitting in Kenya, you know, they don't even, what? You know what I mean? I'm kind of glad y'all brought the energy there. Don't get me wrong with that, because like I said, brother was even talking about him. And I'm one of those on the poll that feel that a lot of passport bros don't like dark-skinned women. I done heard it before. I done went with a group with dudes out to the, like, you know, you see how they treat the little Haitians, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I've been out to Medellin.
Yeah.
Others is not looking towards that direction in Africa for some reason. They talk about the fight, but you're going over there to Thailand, to the Asians. I don't get it. I've never been to Thailand. Never been to Thailand, brother. I only been, you know, I've been to a lot of places, you know, Sue, Colombia, definitely Kenya, Tanzania.
JD, let Kid and Greatness respond.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Because I'm about to get up out of here anyway, but like I said, this does not affect me. This does not affect me. The Kenyans, Kenya is still my home base. I'm still building out here. I'm not cutting tail doing all that shit. This is some microcosm in the travel space. Most motherfuckers do not care about this. Most people don't even know who JRello is. Now people know a little bit of JRello because he had a little viral moment over here, but he's going to be irrelevant in the next 3 to 6 months. This does nothing to me. This is important to y'all because this is what y'all do. I'm not going to say y'all. Excuse me. This is important to some people because some people like to gossip about bullshit all day on the internet and they can't make real content. So this is important for them. But for the real world, this does not matter. I'm still doing business in Kenya. People still reach out to me to do business. I still got shit going on outside of Kenya. This is just a bleep. Y'all think this is like some grand scheme? Like, oh my God, I can't go outside in Kenya no more. Oh, I need to run away from Kenya.
I didn't mean that.
I still live in Kenya. But yeah, y'all, BMT, I said 15 minutes. I've been over 15 minutes. I appreciate you having me on your panel. There's no bad blood. I don't want you to feel like this was some type of like bad blood argument. This was just a discussion.
Yes, what it was, big brother.
If you ever would have had me back, or you want to come up with our platforms, hit me up with site or whatever, and we could collab or whatever. Because like I have no bad blood against anybody. I just speak the truth. If you don't like it, fuck it. That's not my problem. But I'm out. I appreciate y'all.
Be safe, young brother. Be safe out there, man.
Coming on, bro.
All right. See you, KG. Have a good one.
You know, I think the problem, Big Sean,
I had a lot to say to him, but it's all good. He gotta watch his associations, bro, because you can say all what you want, but we know what we saw. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we know that
that's what it is.
Leader of the Passport Bros. We know you collab with JRello, and you know you do a lot of collabs with Austin, who got ran out of Brazil. So you got to watch your associations, regardless. You can
but it's weird.
You know, you kind of are who you hang with to a certain degree. So,
BMT, I think he just doesn't want to be
in summary to as you left. Go ahead, CT. Go ahead, bro.
Yo, BMT, salute, brother. You know, I see you definitely trying to push forward the positive message, but you know, unfortunately, he doesn't want to admit what it really was. Oh, that must be mine. Hold on.
Somebody's sizzling.
Yeah. My fault. I got me a little prompt, sorry, got this ribeye, I'm taking it off.
Yeah, I can definitely hear that. Definitely hear the
My bad. So here's the thing, and the reality is he'll never want to admit the fact that it was a publicity stunt. And at the end of the day, when you were just talking about it and hitting the nail on the head, when you said who he associated with, I believe that he, Austin, Rello, they're on the same type of time. I believe that they felt that he could kind of benefit the viral moment and the algorithm.
That's how
But the reality is I feel like they was really on the same type of time. You know, now whether they want to perpetuate that, publicly with their channels, knowing that they're public figures and seeing the backlash that has happened with Austin being ran out of Brazil. Remember, he was very clear. He was said, yo, I was watching Austin. I'm very familiar with Austin. You know, now they buddy buddy. And then what they were trying to do was bring in another person. Listen, I don't care what anyone says. I'm not hanging out with somebody who's not on the same type of time I'm on. I'm not gonna spend energy being around them. I'm definitely not gonna perpetuate them on social media. I'm not gonna stand next to them in the public eye unless I feel like we and them is on the same type of time. And unfortunately, when he got the pushback from the Kenyans, that's when they wanted to kind of separate themselves. But the reality is they birds of a feather. So no matter what he's talking about, he knew what it was. He was okay with it until the Kenyans was really on their neck. You understand? If it wasn't for that, them boys would still be trying to get viral moments out of Rello and being next to them, because for them, there is no value in the actual maturity. There's no value in morality. There is no value in how they look. All they care about is, can they make some bread? Can they get their channel moving? Can they get views? They're not like where you trying to protect the brand. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. If you notice, he said he's not a passport bro no more. But at the time when it was beneficial to him, it was so important to him in his life, he tattooed it on his arm. You understand? So these people don't stand behind
the other one wants to be the leader. Make it make sense.
Facts.
Make it make sense, bro.
Facts. And the reason why they got a problem with you,
go too deep into the business, because that had really nothing to do with that. Had to do more so with Austin. And I think it's, I'm not gonna put everybody's business. I mean, business is business, but it's just funny to me. It's just like, bro, come on, bro. But we know what it is. Let me take super chat real quick. I got you, Kobe Thanos Timbo, $10 super chat, man. I really appreciate it. He says KG and Austin are a problem. Kenyans are aware, and they will be kicked out, and their YouTube channels will be shut down. That's a little extreme, brother. And we mean that we will do to them what we did to JRello. We have the means, time, and money. I'm assuming you speaking as a Kenyan, brother, but
he is. He was just on Razor channel. I think he is a Kenyan. Shout out to that brother, Kobe. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'll be hearing a lot of things going on in Kenya behind the scenes, bro, but I'm not going to put that out there. But
yeah. I mean,
I don't want to see nothing bad necessarily happen to, my young brothers out there.
No.
We still, as much as I know they love Kenya, they still not a national, they still Black American brothers, not,
Yes, sir.
I still wish them success, but,
my thing is, I just don't want them to be
like JRello, bro. Like, come on, that's a young dude mistake. Like my man JD was saying, it's like you got to have some type of street sense, even no matter where you at in the world, bro. Because if I was to invite the dude from the next hood that's been robbing everybody, you know what I'm saying? And I tell him, hey man, come over here, stand beside me.
That's on you.
And let's hang out.
Yeah.
And then somebody sees him, even though I'm with him, they gonna say, man, I'm blowing
not even now, big bro. Guess what? Look, he did Look, you brought him over here. He did a robbery. Now we got to get him out of here. I don't even mess with this dude. We got to get him out of here. Are you crazy? I don't know what hood he came from. Are you crazy? You'll be where you be at, right with him.
And King Great, y'all say he's from New York. He knows this type.
No, he said he's from Jersey.
They make that distinction about Jersey and New York, bro. You can't mix that shit up.
I definitely had to make that known.
Yeah, he's from the suburbs.
Yeah, you can't mix that up.
Where he from? I know. Listen, any real dude from the hood will understand that when you bring somebody that's a problem to your area and they bring the problem, you're going to get the same results they get. Like, what are we talking about? Why would you do that?
I think the main thing about this was that not only did he inform him about he was giving him the ins and outs or whatever, in those streams, right? So that that's one way. But the fact that he met with him in person, took him to I think he took him to 207. You know what I'm saying? He took him somewhere so he can get the P for P. You know what I mean? Exactly. You know what I mean? That's where the culpability really goes.
He took him to that club where he found Shorty at.
That's what I was saying. I believe it's 207. Yeah. Yep, exactly. So you know what I'm saying? He took him to, so that's where the culpability really comes into. He would have a leg to stand on, but like, yo, I was just giving him information about, you know what I'm saying, about Kenya, blah, 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 and how things can go. He came, blah, blah, blah. I didn't meet up with him. If he that would have been a defense, but he can't use that defense because he met with him, took him to somewhere to, like you said, to go get a female or what have you. You know what I mean? Because you can hear him even back when JRello was like, she wouldn't come over. You know what I mean? Because he was like hollering at the chick and she was like, hey, N-word and all of this and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, she looked mid. You could hear Gage. He was like, nah, bro, she didn't look mid or whatever the term these young people say. You know what I'm saying? Like, like she was just, she was just average or whatever. Like you could hear him in the background talking on JRello's, you know what I'm saying, stream or whatever. So yeah, that's really what sunk it in, made them, tied to the hip at that point. You met with him, you took him to a spot, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? The shorty came from there. The first one, I don't know about the subsequent ones, but at least that first one did. You know
I've been watching. I've been seeing clips on YouTube, and I was just telling Razor, I seen the last 2 girls. He's been getting girls on his live now, from what I'm seeing, and they all look from. I've been out there. They all look good. His taste is like that. That's what I think. And somebody
I don't care where you go in this world. You're gonna attract where your level is at. The only thing money can do is attract people who's willing to put aside their own personal morals or their own personal preferences for that money, right? That's a very specific type of person. But other than that, if you're not dealing directly with that type of individual, I don't care how much money you got. Shorties, a lot of these shorties is what they call semis. You feel me? So they only gonna go with somebody who that's on their level or they feel like they got some attraction to or whatever, unless of course the bread is just undeniable. And unfortunately, most of these guys that we talking about, they don't got the money to be able to pay for not mid females.
That's a super fact.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Let me catch a super chat real quick. And you know what? I forgot to ask him, man. I forgot to ask him about that robbery. Somebody stole his chain out there.
Oh, yeah, with the chain situation.
Yeah, exactly. He's pumping up Kenya, but they over there robbing people.
Yeah. And you know what? That would have been a good segue when he was talking about, I'm good. I'm still doing business. But if you're doing business, why are you almost getting robbed in the street?
That's what I jumped up to ask him, too.
Yeah, and then when
nobody gets robbed here in Pattaya. I can tell you that. Shout out to Kicks and Trial for the 5 super chats. Says, BMT, did you not interview Rello before knowing the type of individual he was? Why did you have him on your platform? Listen, I said this before, and I appreciate the super chat, Kids and Travels. I interviewed JRello when he was stranded in Sasua. This is prior to all the crash out content he was doing. This is prior to him going live with the girls. This was just a guy that went viral for running out of money in Sasua. That's the JRello I interviewed. So at that point in time, this is early on. Once I found out about his history, I immediately took that video down, bro. So you're right, Travels. I'm glad to answer your question. Appreciate the super chat.
If anything, for me, if Kid Greatness was going to at least repent from himself, he should have made a live. Where is that? Yo, listen, we showing him, listen, we glad you came, but it's time to go. We appreciate you. Thanks, Rello. But we're going to walk you out of here as the same way we asked you to come in. We're going to, stream it, bringing them to the airport and getting them out of here.
How I know he fraudulent?
Great for him.
How I know he fraudulent is because he didn't say the truth. Let's say it's us. We got a YouTube channel. We trying to catch that Rello wave, right? That algorithm or whatever. Then that shit go left. I'm gonna go ahead and go live and say, my bad, yo. I thought we was gonna be able to get some content. I thought we was gonna be able to catch a couple viral moments. I know he crazy. I didn't know he was gonna really take it there. You know what I'm saying? That was a big mistake. I'm gonna make sure to vet the people that I co-sign next time. Make sure that don't happen again. He ain't never said that. These kind of people don't take accountability, and they dangerous because of that.
Man, that's a real good point. That's a real good point. I mean, you take him to a club, which I'm sure people know you at that club because you probably go to that club a lot and concerns the Kid Greatness.
Exactly.
Then you say JRello is getting rejected by the women and in turn cursing them out, talking about, well, fuck you, bitch, you made this anyway. I'm like, bro, you invited that. That's who you invited out there.
Facts.
You know, he pissed off Kenyan so much. They got his channel. He got kicked out his Airbnb. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. And then
they mass
getting
reported
robbed
his channel, got that deleted.
Going on in Kenya, man.
Mm-hmm. They mass reported his channel, got it taken down. The next one, they got it taken down too. Yo, they're not playing.
He saying he just they was on his lives making the chicks leave. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yo, they was
yo,
you ain't lying.
Who left right in the middle of the lives, reading the chat,
And you could see her face change. You could see as she's reading certain things, the energy, because she was all real feminine. She was fit. She was nice. She was, caressing him. And then she started reading some shit. She's like, oh shit. You could see the epiphany, her realizing she with the dude that she saw some clips on.
Man,
yeah, kind of kick ratings is kind of right. And Nairobi's a big spot, and he might not be known everywhere, but as his name keep getting pushed and he gets into more silly shit, it's going to make it more known. See, this is, and I get what he's saying, because it could be just in that little area of maybe Dennis Pratt or something, where they at off of Gong Road, because they're off of Gong Road. So that little area, yeah, they probably know him over there. But maybe if he go down to the Westlands, he might not be that known. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I was telling him when I actually spoke to JRello. Like, you could turn it around, man. Just go out, be nicer to the people, talk to them, show some love, and then that should have blow right over, man. Just stop calling all the women out there mid. Maybe it's your collection of what you like.
Bro, right. I think they was more mad about that than him hitting up the girl, bro.
100%. 100%.
Crazy.
And that's what's weird,
no, but here's the thing.
That's what's weird.
Made a girl. And he said the girl put him in the chest. So I don't really know. And I've been saying that once the camera go off, I can interpret what's behind the camera if I can't see it.
That is true, but everyone assumed that he did, right? And then he did threaten her, you know what I'm saying? So the assumption was there, and I agree with you, bro. I go totally, but even so, that wasn't the everyone was talking about. All the reaction videos I saw was primarily the Kenyans being mad at the fact that he was calling they chicks, you know what I'm saying, average, and the way he looked and how dare he and blah blah blah. So, oh man, that was like wow. Man, I got into my girl about it, right? Because I was like, I said, nobody care about him beating up that girl. I just said, and then she hung up the phone on me. I was like, oh, okay.
So, like, here's what's crazy. Like, everybody keeps saying, but they really is mid. Here's the reality, my nigga. First of all, you're dealing with a third world country. It may be in the city of Nairobi, they've got some spots specifically. It may be a big city. But let's keep it 1,000. There's something called the brain drain that happens to countries, but there's also a beauty drain. All the super fly shorties already got plugged in. If they of age, they definitely already got somebody who's either got them as a model, who got them as an Instagram model, who's got them as an influencer, who's got them as a brand ambassador, who's got them in doing some promotions. They have access to the top tier people. So you remember who we're talking about. We're talking about a JRello. We're talking about an Austin Holloman. We're talking about a Kid Greatness. No matter what you say, they all bum ass niggas in the scheme of all the society. When we talk about society, let's be real. No, but let's be real. We're talking about like actual classes. So if you're gonna put them in the classes, they bum ass niggas. You understand? Just because you make $5,000 on YouTube a month makes you nobody in the grand scheme of things. Like, to a beautiful woman who knows a millionaire who pays all her rent, your $5,000 is nothing. They could barely, if they was really him, they wouldn't be looking for bargains. They'd be going to these countries and living in the upscale areas. They be living in the most lavish condos. So what would happen is, the only way I can move to another place is if I'm paying $10,000 a month, $5,000 a month, where I'm having the most. I'm living like a real king for that $5,000-$10,000. But going with $5,000-$10,000, who are you gonna be able to impress with that? Only poverty, only impoverished people. Who are you impressing with $5,000, $10,000 a month? You're not impressing nobody real. So unfortunately, when you're saying that they mid, yeah, the people that they have access to, the women they got access to is mid because they bum below mid. So when they reaching up, it's mid. But they got this delusional mindset because there was these guys that was doing these videos for a long time, showing these gorgeous women in Colombia, showing these gorgeous women in Kenya, not realizing that these men is actually just recording them for promotion. When you talking about the creep cam, and the only place you're gonna find a beautiful woman for the low is like a Colombia, is like a Brazil, right? Because there's such an abundance. But you're going to a place like Kenya, my dude, they all out of there already. They all out of there. So at the end of the day, while they sitting there, they being real weirdos. They weirdos. Look at how Austin operates. Look how he interacts with human beings. He's a weirdo. That's why we call him autistic Austin.
Okay, bro.
Hey, you let
All right.
Cass
Oh my
go.
God,
Cass
you
gonna
come
go
on.
in.
Come on, we're talking about
I
beautiful,
understand.
intelligent
Hold on,
women.
guys.
You
Hold
think
on,
they're
hold
gonna
on. No,
stand next to a
CZ, hold on.
kid? All right, go ahead.
Hold
Do
on,
your
CZ.
thing.
Hold on. No, I get what you're saying as far as
I don't want to.
hold on. You're basically saying that the beautiful women have pretty much been exported out of Kenya. They might be in Dubai or in Europe somewhere, and that's why they're not seeing. Somebody like a JRello is not running into the so-called standard.
And
That
remember,
most
if they're there,
North
they
America.
stay there in circles. If they're there, they're already in high society circles. Men with
Like most places,
the
like
Bentley
most places,
places.
basically.
Everywhere in
Right.
the world is the same, for sure.
Right.
Well, again, to
Hold
KB.
on, J-Rod. Hold on 1 second. Let me catch the super chat with the file super chat by Kobe Thanos Timbo once again. Yeah, from Kenya through and through, it's not extreme. We have been studying KG in Austin for a while. Okay, brother, we don't want nothing bad to happen to him now, sir.
Right.
And by the way, we know Austin and KG are really on the down. Come on, bro. I'm not gonna take it that far. I ain't gonna take it that far, man. I ain't gonna take it that far, bro. But I do appreciate the $5 super chat, you supporting the show, brother. But I'm not gonna get into that part. All right. AP Chilling $2 super chat says, who gets the blame? KG, Austin, or Rello?
I say all three.
God damn, that's a good one. I mean, they all kind of was. Austin was smart enough to not go out with him. I give Austin credit where credit due because like KG was dumb enough to actually go out with JRello. So that's that's the Austin's credit. And Austin did denounce him right away. He made videos right away.
Yeah, because Dawson know
Austin
better,
got in
buddy.
front of it. So that's Austin's credit. Kid Greatness is just, first of all, number one, he don't hold accountability. And number two, it's like he double talks. He'll say something and then he'll say, well, I ain't really man like that. It's like, bro, what you mean? You're a man. You're a grown man on video saying something, and then you're gonna try to take it back. What? Come on, bro. You're not 10 years old. You're not 12 years old. You're a grown man. You gotta stand on what you say. That's what being a man is about. So that's the issue I have with Kid Greatness. And we all know Rello is just a jankster. Like he's gonna be Rello. He's gonna be that. That's who he is as a person. He's that guy that hits you up and he's always having issues. You know what I'm saying? Like every time he call you, it's something going on. You're gonna be like, man, what is it now, bro? What you in there now? He's that. We all know them type of guys. So that's what Jay
And it's never his fault.
No. Yeah.
So this dude is funny. But yeah, man, like I was saying earlier, man, a lot of brothers be trying to fly out to Thailand and all that, skipping over Africa, man. I've been telling y'all don't know what y'all missing. Don't listen to what Rello doing. I'm telling y'all, you go out there, and a lot of those women, they don't really come out until like it's time to party, because you got to remember, like what the cat says, it's third world country, so they don't really got time in the daytime to be hanging out, chilling, sitting on their phone. They got to make $1 to eat. Yeah, they got to make $1 to eat. So they're probably doing whatever job they're doing in the daytime. Because let me tell you something, Nairobi's a party town. Westland, that's all is full with nothing but big parties. The bistro and everything. Like, that's how where's this guy going at? But then I started thinking, like, yeah, he ain't really moving around that
They're
much.
going where they can afford.
He went to a little bar right on the same block. I told him that too. He didn't want to say it. He didn't want to admit it. He said, no, I didn't get those two out. I said, bro, I already know that.
You got that out the bar. You got them out the bars, one of them little bars that you probably walk a couple of blocks. There's a little cut and little bar. You went over there and you talked to probably to somebody, and somebody went and came and either brought them there or they probably was sitting around. He ain't go to. Let me tell you something, man. When you go up in there, man, it's like, it's like heaven, man. I'm not gonna even lie to you. And like
And
the
that's
other
the
brother was,
truth.
and what the
Tell
other
them.
brother was saying, you don't really have to be doing all that anyway. You can go up in the club, get something nice. Long as you treat them like they supposed to be treated, like in the 90s when you used to take a girl out, make sure she goes, to the nice
Buy some
spot,
drinks. Yeah.
have
Get
some
some nice
drinks after.
food.
Make sure you
Word.
got nice spot to go to after where
Yeah,
y'all
that's
can,
it.
what, and you in it. And
And
you
That's
you
in
it,
can't
bro.
get you can't be dressed like a bum neither. Like
it.
just cause you got the shirt, just cause your t-shirt says Balenciaga doesn't mean nothing because they all got the same freaking stuff from DH Gate, bro. Like it's
And
crazy. They all got the Alibaba fits. You know what I'm
and
saying? They
Rello
seen that
looks a little
before.
African
Come on,
too.
bro. Come on,
From
bro.
seeing
Come
this
on now.
brother Rello, he looks African.
Come on, BMT, you know it, dog.
He don't look like
You
nothing
know
I
like
don't
it's
know.
women
I'm
be
true.
not
like
going.
he's
I'm not
exotic.
just no opinions. Hell no. They cool to me. Shout out to all my
No,
Kenyans.
no, no. I'm talking about the guys that are trying to flex. That's wearing those clothes, pretending they got bread. They seen a million of that already. They've been
Okay.
around. They go to the clubs every night and see the
That's right.
dudes who's faking it. You come in and you looking exactly like them. They said no, they know the dudes with bread because guess what? The dudes with bread spend it. Period. It ain't no whole, oh, I just want to know if she's a real one or no, they don't care. They like, listen, I'm here for a short time, not a long time. Yo, what's the bottle? Let me get 3 of those. They don't ask what the price is. They just they balling. Period. And then that's what they get attracted to. They see it right away. And them dudes, they take 3, 4, 5. They take the best ones out right away. They're not here all night. What they there all night for? Doing what? Please, come on, son.
He's got a point. Shout out to Physical Poetry with $2 super chat says BMT stop caring for Austin. Y'all think I'm caring for Austin? I'm just.
I mean, listen, we want all the brothers to still be safe regardless of what they're doing. We just don't need them to bring the bad sprawl to our actual continent. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the track record for him going, I mean, I'm so surprised he got out of Thailand because the shit he was doing there, that was it for me. Like, the girls are telling you to stop recording. And from what I see, and I've never been to Thailand, from all the videos I see, these girls are always out as like out in the street displayed. So he thought that he was going to go run down and try to catch a carousel and just start videotaping. I didn't get that. And they made him stop real quick. And then the police came, you know what I'm saying, told him to chill out. So, I think, I'm hoping this brother learned his lesson and whatever fools that's going to give money to him to go to Thailand or whatever this fool desire. I mean, just think about it. There's other shit going on in life with you or around you. I don't think, funding this travel bum to keep doing this anymore. Like he's doing fundraisers to travel. I never really heard of that. I've been traveling for 14 years on my own, save my money, and then I go out. You know what I'm saying? I'll be in the zoo on Thursday, going to the next spot next month. So
You
I mean,
seen it.
you know what
You
I'm saying?
seen it all growing up. We used to call them panhandlers.
All right.
It's super
Let me
fat.
see the chat real quick.
And I
My
don't
Bishop
get how people
NYC
falling for it. They really falling for it. But like another brother said,
hold on, brother. Hold on, brother. Hold on, I got you. Bishop NYC 23 $10 super chat says, I give Austin his credit for being young and traveling, but why are people taking advice from a man in his 20s about women when we know it takes experience to find the right woman? You are absolutely
facts. Super facts.
That's 100%
No matter
correct.
where you go, it's that's the same thing. No matter where you go,
you got to know. That's the thing about women in relationships, man. You got to kind of be in a few of them to kind of see what type of man you are and what type of woman is going to be with you. And that only comes with experience. There's no shortcuts in that, bro. Because I've dated and been with janky ass, dusty ass women. I didn't know. I did not know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know, bro. Like, and I've made my mistakes, brother. Shout out to my man Maximilian with $2 super chat. That's appreciate the support, all the support, brother. That's like the third super chat of the day. Appreciate that. And Austin and KD's defense, they are young and learning. I don't know how deep
and I respect that. That's cool, but
I'd say they're young. I agree with half of that.
For me, you got to listen to your vet. See, when I started, traveling out, I used to meet a lot of vets. You know what I'm saying? Dudes that been in the military, dudes that work for the airlines. Because there was no travelers, man. This last little 7 to 8 years, a lot of people jumped out or joined and started coming out. Before, it was really no travelers. So I learned and talked with them how I move out there. If this was to happen, take their brain and listen to them and move accordingly. These dudes are jumping right off the keyboard and saying, yeah, I'm going to go out there and experience this and then just record and talk. Like, I don't get it. And then some of these guys, people are paying for them to go. So what I'm also learning is there's a lane for it. There's a lane for it. There's a lane for, going online, meeting whores, and then crashing out.
I mean, think about it. It's really entertainment. Like, I fucks with NYC the Future heavy. You know why? Because he says, I'm a poor nigga, help me. That's why. He says it. He don't try to front. He ain't trying to pretend. He said, nigga, I'm poor. I don't want to work.
Is that the kid that's stuck in Thailand right now?
Yeah, that's my dog, yo. Salute to NYC the Future. Word. But you know what? He don't pretend. He go, I'm poor. I'm broke. I don't want to work. Help me, nigga. Help me.
I get it, but I don't want that to start spewing all over, man. We got to put a stop to that. Like,
and now you know what? You
I
can't
know.
stop
And
it.
I
Genie
seen
out the
the other
bottom.
brother.
It's too late.
What's the other brother name? Big Boss. Big Boss. Yeah,
man, I'm gonna go on mute.
Listen, he's a okay. I give him. He's an okay guy. He got a lot of common sense, but he seems like he's trying to go under the same trend with this, raising funds to travel. But on his defense, he's saying that he's going to give you more exposure to something. So I give you that, but the whole fundraiser, I just don't get the fundraiser thing. You know what I mean? I say mine. I go out.
I don't mean to interrupt you, man, but when I see that, I just be like, damn, what if brothers actually did something that was collectively meaningful when it comes to raising money? Because we're giving. I mean, obviously, brothers give. They donate, right? They just donate into the wrong shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, damn, what if we raise money for, like
listen, you got Jay in South America.
I didn't raise no money. I just used my time to sweat equity and we donated everything like that. But I'm like, what if we donated to worthy causes, bro? Like,
to me, don't forget, BMT, you're forgetting the main component of what it is. It's entertainment based first. That's what you're forgetting. Because you're a real person, right? And you're living a real life. You're building your real company, right? But the reality is, for most people, this is entertainment. This is entertainment. This is vacations. This is not their life,
That's a good point. That's a good point. I have to say you got it on that one. Shout out to Scott Cook with $10 super chat says, I'm still keeping score. OGs 1, YNs 0. Jokes. Keep traveling, brothers. Appreciate that super chat. Scott Cook, man.
You just don't want that bad name out there. That's all we saying, brothers. We don't want that bad name, and Rello's kind of creating that. And I don't know. Also, I know being on these panels, a lot of brothers haven't traveled, so they don't really understand when you go over and meet up a girl and they start talking. Then it's usually what I used to get was Trump. Now I'm pretty sure now it's Rello. That's the first thing they don't want to talk about. Hey, Rello. He said we all. I could imagine that's what's going on with some of these guys. I'm mid. Like, I can see these girls going through that shit right now with some American guys. Or maybe, and you got to be clear too.
Welcome Carlos Red to the show and Sir Woolfolk. What's going on, fellas?
How you doing, man? I want to say something very quickly.
I don't hear no audio. Y'all hear Carlos' audio? I don't hear nothing.
I hear him. I do.
Yeah, I can hear him.
I can hear him. Okay. I can't hear him.
Go ahead, brother.
All right. Kid Greatness, he goes to these nightclubs in Nairobi. And you may not know it, the audience may not know it, but these nightclubs are 3 or 4 clubs.
I know you talking about the ones in the mall.
Right. He goes to these clubs to make it look like he's picking up women on his game and swag when it's all fake. I have a friend who works at Club Gemini in Nairobi.
I read your chat.
Pick up a 304. I mentioned it several times in the chat. Nobody saw it.
I saw it.
Yeah.
You talking about Club Gemini? That's what I said. The club in the mall.
Right, Club Gemini. He works as a waitress at that club, and she saw him pick up a 304. She recognized him. So yeah, Kid Greatness, he's full of it. He is big time
We
full of
know.
it. I land my plane on that.
Damn. Okay. What's going on, sir? Wolf Folk?
What up, dog?
What's good, man? That name, funny as hell, Sir Wolf Folk. But what's good, brother?
Yeah, I'm trying to see what's going on with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Austin and Bobby, my little homies. So I'm trying to see what y'all got popping up here on the panel.
You said who your little homie?
Big, yeah, Austin and Kid Greatness.
Oh, you out there in Kenya?
Yeah, they're my little homies. You know what I'm saying? I was on here scrolling on YouTube, clicked on a little thing from BMT. I hear y'all on here talking about Austin and my boy Bobby. I'm like, what y'all got going on?
Yeah,
What
they
we got
brought.
going on is
It's
the cancer virus he extended his hand to come out there in Kenya.
Hold on,
Say
Brody. Do
what
you
now?
know who? Hold up. Do you know who JRello is?
Yeah, I heard of that corny ass nigga.
So that's what it is. Them niggas brought the nigga to Kenya and he fucked up in Kenya, you dig? So it's the same way where if you put anybody down and if they roll with you and you invite them to a party and they get into a fight in the party, people are gonna look at you because you invited them to the party. Just like that.
Who invited JRello to a party?
Oh yeah, that was Austin. That was Austin and the boy Kid
KG.
Greatness. They're the
Yeah.
ones that brought him out there. They're the ones that invited him, told him that, you know what I'm saying? They gonna put him on, all that. He wouldn't have went to Kenya if it wasn't for them.
That's my first time hearing that.
Yeah, they did like a whole bunch of lives, you know, leading up to it, fundraising, the whole thing to get him out there, you know.
Okay, that's
I
my
think
first time
one of them
hearing
was
about
saying
that.
that Kenya women gonna flock to him and all this shit.
Yeah,
I'm
that
not
was
mistaken.
KG. That was KG, man. Yeah, and then like
Yeah, fed him with some stories, were.
Yeah, like they go for guys like him. African women don't normally go for guys like him. I'm not sure why Kid Greatness put that in his head. I can't figure that one out.
Yeah, I think that was on some content type shit. I think that's on some
You right.
collab
Yep.
content type shit. Cause far as I know, we was out at I think Gemini. Well, Gemini and Soho was in the same building, so we out kicking it. And then I seen that goofy ass nigga standing off to the side. I'm like, what the fuck you doing here? Next
Yeah,
thing
they
I
brought
know,
him.
we go to another club called Red Room. We sitting in one section. We like, where the fuck that weird ass nigga go? We look across the club. This nigga over there in the corner being a weirdo. Don't know how to talk to a whole
Yeah.
Hold on, we
motherfucker.
getting good
Facts.
now. We getting good now.
Facts.
Hold on. Okay, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
That's what
So I'm
happened.
like, oh, that's that nigga that weird nigga that be doing this shit on YouTube. I'm like, okay, that makes sense because that nigga seem goofy as hell.
Mm-hmm.
And
So they
shit, next thing I
didn't tell you
know,
that. Hold on, bro. So they didn't tell you that they invited them out there.
this whole invitation thing, that's the only thing that come to my mind. That's got to be some content type shit. I don't know who they be collabing with. I know Austin or whatever they be collabing with, like Razor Rays, and they think it's funny. They think it's all content.
No,
It ain't.
gang, you 100% right. It is content. It was for content. The issue is that they knew the type of content JRello made and the type of nigga he was. That's the problem. You feel me? They knew he was on that weird nigga time. They knew he was gonna be a weirdo in the club. They knew he already had problems and already had physical altercations with females that he done pulled out clubs before, different countries. They knew it all, and they brought him for that.
Let me get a super chat real quick. I got you. Augustine Danso says, for the 5 super chat says, CC is right though. Even in America, the baddies get drafted quick by the locals. Same in every country around the world. Yeah, of course. Come on, we already know they get wiped up quick. And that's in every single country. You're not going to be reaching at the top unless you come in at the top.
Shit, you got all the Nigerians there too, bro. Spending money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Spending that
Indians
scamming
too.
money,
Them Indians
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
That free
Come on,
money,
bro.
bro.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Salute to my Nigerians, man. They know how to get to the bag for sure.
Hey, big bro. So you said you was out in the club with Austin and KG. Are you rolling with them, or I know you said that's your man. So I'm just trying to, because I'm listening to
Yeah,
you. I'm trying to add it
yeah.
up.
Yeah, Austin and KG, yeah, they're my homies. You know what I'm saying? We be rocking. You know what I'm saying? Going to places.
And you didn't know that you didn't know none about this with the thing with Rello or none of that, none of this.
Well, for me, I really don't care because I'm not holding. It sounds like to me y'all holding two other men accountable for bringing another man to a country. Last
All
I
right, so
checked,
right, bro, I already see where your thing is going. So let me ask you this. So say if I got a guy, and we're gonna keep it simple. I know he does a lot of stick ups, right? I know he hit this town. I know he hit this town. I know he hit this town. And me and you cool. And he reached out, yo, I'm trying to get to the next town. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I just got over here. Things looking good over here on this part of town. And then he gets over here, and then he sticks you. Then I'm like, I'm telling you now, I barely know this dude. He just came out, and I just just extended my hand, and then I don't really mess with this dude. Would you take it as he brought him there, or he came here on his own?
I take it as every man is accountable for his own actions.
No, I see where you at with it, bro. I already smelled you in your conversation, big bro.
Hold on. I ain't gonna hold you. Homeboy is right. Every man is responsible for their own behavior.
Yeah, that too.
Now,
That's
hold on. So I'm gonna put it to you, my guy, in this way then. Do you hold any accountability if I bring a dude that I know is a stick-up dude and I bring him to your house and he robs your house, and I brought him there knowing he a stick-up dude and that's what he do to get money? Would you hold any accountability to me as your man, knowing this nigga is a thief, bringing it to your house and he stole from your house? Would you hold any accountability to me whatsoever?
Yeah, I'm taking both of your life.
Word. Exactly.
Okay.
So that's why they're getting cooked over here too.
This situation here don't sound like that to me. This situation here sound like some kiki.
No, I know, because you ain't
content.
no, because you don't be online like that, you know, so you don't see everything.
Right.
So I understand that.
No. You don't be online like that. That's your man.
No, but he not online watching Rello and them though.
Well, you don't have to watch Rello.
He
You
do gotta
gotta
watch
watch your
Rello
guy.
for him to understand. No, you're not understanding the context. What he's saying is like, look, that man Rello is his own man. What he do is his business, right? Especially if the other two ain't got nothing. And I agree with him 1,000%. Where I say that kid greatness in Austin got a whole accountability is the fact that they brought him there, inviting him there, tell him come over here, knowing he gonna be on bullshit. Not that they saying you gonna be straight. They know he gonna be on bullshit, and they tell him come on anyway. So you right in the fact that Rello responsible for Rello 100%. But at the same time, I also got to hold accountable the nigga that brought him over here and made and facilitated this whole bullshit in the first place. Also, just like you said earlier.
Okay, let me catch the super chats real quick. I'm gonna let you respond. So real for Drug God, the Passport King with the 5 super chat says, shout out to BMT for hosting the entertaining live, but KG better avoid the chat. He's getting fried. All right. I got another super chat here by Kobe once again with a 5 super chat. Man, I really appreciate all the super chats. Sir Woolfolk knows about the nonsense Kid Greatness and Austin are up to, and JRello. He moves with them all the time. Don't lie.
I smelled that already from the big bro. I already smelled that from you.
But we can't prove what a nigga know in his mind. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna just go for what
big bro. He already said he was out in the club.
Sir, do you want to address that? Oh, let him address that.
Yeah,
first.
I think he should be able to respond for sure.
The whole thing with the club, from when we was at the club, we was chilling amongst our JRello went and did his own thing. I seen that nigga one time, and for the next however many hours we was out, I'd never seen that nigga again. So my thing is this: the way that I look at this is like, for example, I got a cousin that did over 20 years behind the wall. I want to invite him out here because he's my family, and I want him to come out here and find peace and happiness. But at the same time, I know that nigga not right in the head.
Okay.
And my thing is this: if I tell him to come out here accidentally or whatever, and then he come out here and he act a fool, I think that's crazy for another man to look at me and whack his finger and say it's my fault. To me, that's crazy.
I don't think we're looking at it.
Now you confused. Hold on, Sir Wolfo. Now you're very confusing me right here now, brother. You just said you don't really want to invite him out here. He did 20 years behind the wall. But now you just kind of flip and say, well, that's on him. Why I got to hold him accountable? But you said you don't really want to invite him out there.
Yeah, I really don't want. That's what I'm saying. I'm not flip flopping at all. I'm saying I want to invite him out here because I want him to
But you
find peace
wouldn't.
and happiness.
So, but you wouldn't though.
But in my right mind, I wouldn't. But he know I'm out here, so he might take it upon himself to come out here and be like,
And if that was the case,
cuz I'm on the way. And then if he get out here and he act a fool,
wait, cuz I'm on the way, but why you didn't just tell him like, yo, nah, this ain't for you, man. You
nah, but hold
good.
on. Before we get too far in the weeds, I'm gonna use your perfect example. So this is real important with what you said. You said you know he did some time behind the wall and he was on a certain type of energy, right? That being said, knowing how he get down, you wouldn't want him to come out here because you know sometimes he might make decisions that would be bad for everybody. Would you agree with that? All right.
right.
Rello, everybody knew Rello did 7 years behind the wall too, and they knew what he did it for. And if you knew what he did it for, there would be no association in the first place. That's the big pink elephant in the room nobody talking about. The nigga went behind the wall for doing the things that if you get found out behind the wall, everybody gonna have, you know what I'm saying, gonna have some things to have to happen to you. You heard? So he did the worst kind of thing that got him behind the wall. That's the nigga that they actually invited out.
Now I heard about him doing some time, but I ain't heard about him doing no time until he did that old nonsense with that girl.
Word.
Then
Right.
that information came out. So I'm
Yeah,
curious
nah.
as to who knew that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Who
them
already
boys
had
knew
that
that.
knowledge?
They knew it because remember in the chat go crazy. Matter of fact, salute to the chat. The chat never lose. The chat informed every live. They were telling them, hey, yo, you know Rello went to them, and then they was zapping the niggas. You heard? They was zapping them in the chat when they was telling them what's going on because they want to ignore that. They don't want that to be said out loud so that they can claim, you know, plausible deniability later.
Okay.
Go ahead, hop in there, usual business. You've been in there for a minute. You got something to say? All right, use business on mute. Coach, you there?
Yo, what's good, BMT? What's good, panel?
My bad,
what's good? What's good?
I'm here. My bad, bro.
All right, go ahead, use your business. Go ahead.
No. Let him go ahead of me because I'm right now. I'm making a sandwich real quick. So you know, I'm trying to.
He said he hungry.
I got you, man. We heard the steak sizzle, and now the sandwich.
Yeah. Hey, yo, that steak was amazing.
Y'all streaming during dinner time out here. All right, go ahead, Coach.
Word up.
Yeah, guys. So to be honest, bro, I'm gonna tell you guys, like, it's a great analogy that CC was giving. In regards to Rello actually got arrested for actually being basically you can say an accomplice inside the whole situation, how he got jailed. So it's like the same situation with KG inviting Rello over. He's basically an accomplice to the situation. So that's like
that's actually a good word, accomplice. Word.
And he got 7 years for that. So KG would get 7 years for that. Basically the same thing for inviting. So real folk, I know you're trying to defend your boys and shit, but like they knew about that shit, and like, you know, for content and stuff, you gotta have some moral compass. So that's all I gotta say.
Word.
Yeah. All right, let me catch the super chat right here about physical poetry with the 5 super chat says time to just ban them all. They are all setting us back. Let them deal with the problems they create on their own. No help, no attention. I also have another appreciate the super chat, brother. I also got another super chat here about my guy. Oh, I actually got a few super chat. Okay, Big Boss Real Talk with a $5 super chat. Shout out to Big Boss Real Talk. Shout out to BMT in the chat. Me and Sir Wolfo Ronald. We was lit during my Nairobi trip last year. Boss will be back in 3 weeks to turn up again. Shout out to my man, Big Boss. You've been holding it down for a minute.
Big Boss?
Around. I think we've been streaming for a long time, bro. So shout out my man, Big Boss Real Talk. Kobe Timbo with $10 super chat. Appreciate the super chat once again, brother. Sir Wilfo, what just at a hold on. Sir Wilfo was just at a get together with KG in Austin. I know for a fact they have been warned about how they move. Sir Wilfo acts like he just woke up from hibernation. Right,
we already know that. We know that about him already. That's why he's on the panel. Come on.
That's crazy. That hibernation is crazy.
Okay, they kind of own you, brother. KG, No Fear Entertainment, $9 super chat, just showing support. I appreciate that super chat, brother. Appreciate that. So real quick, I don't know if you want to respond to that, bro. They kind of just putting it, saying you already knew about the situation. You were in the club with him.
They trying to say that I already knew about what?
Like you knew about everything, man. I think you knew about everything, my man. I think you just sitting back and just being like, you know what, y'all do what y'all do. Y'all are like content creators, create content or whatever. I look at it like this, a little different from CC, Cass. You and you got to think about this for yourself, brother. As they're doing this and getting and bringing these people out there, and they doing this, you're running around with them. Like, you don't think for your own safety, big bro?
Nah, he good.
That's how I would look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
my bad. I'm gonna say a few things. I just don't want to interrupt, so I'm gonna let old bro finish and I'll go after him.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna let Wills respond.
Yeah, I don't know. This social media shit look weird for me. I'm from Detroit, boy. My safety, I'm not concerned about.
Yeah, that's what I was laughing at, because I know.
What up, though?
It's not. It ain't even that. I think what I was just trying to make sure you understood why we was on them niggas' neck like that, though, is because they knew what it was with Homeboy. You feel me? And at the end of the day, I feel like they was also a little bit kind of like, pushing him and, kind of gassing him up, put the battery in his back and all that. And it just make everybody who travel look bad. Especially, you know what? Not everybody. Black men who travel look bad. That's the problem, my nigga. Like, if we got to hold each other accountable when we doing weird shit so that we could kind of make sure that everybody don't put us in the same box. That's all.
And you know what, man? It's like, I always say this all the time. I say, brother, Black Americans, FBAs, are in a very unique situation, the most unique situation out of any ethnic group in the world. In a lot of cases, we have privileges that a lot of people that look like us don't have. That's number one. We all been through what we've been through in the States. We know that. But it just seems like when we do something, it's just hit so much harder than everybody else, bro.
No, because you niggas act like bitches, bro. And I'm getting tired. First off, bro.
Hold on, come here with that fire. Who's that?
Yeah,
I've been quiet for a minute, bro. I really been quiet for a minute.
You triggered him. He triggered BNT.
And like, no. You well on the far right hand side. Personally, you really triggered me. But we gonna go there right now, right? But I'm gonna keep it on. Like, was it 3 weeks, almost a month ago, bro? You had some goddamn Kenyan dude that said go out into America, go stab somebody, and they goddamn and shoot some lady, right? See what I'm saying? That ain't crossed the news. How many Kenyan? No, I'm gonna repeat this to the dude.
It did cross the news, and they did when it got.
Let him talk. Let him talk.
Exactly. I'm gonna ask you to do on the far right hand side, bro. Right? On the far, the Caribbean. I can't see your name because it's kind of like.
Yeah, Caribbean Casanova. Go ahead. I'm listening, gang. Go ahead.
They just thought it was a Kenyan dude went over to America, stabbed somebody necessarily, killed them, shot them, and then flew back necessarily to Kenya, bro. Right? Where is that on Kenyan news, bro?
What you mean?
Okay, I'm gonna repeat this again.
No, I understood what you were saying. I'm asking, what do you?
So you understood what I'm saying? So I'm gonna ask you.
No, I understood the question you asked, right?
So you already know the answer, then. So you should just go to the answer part, right? If I ask you what's the point, you won't tell me.
No, but I don't understand. I don't understand the question. You asking me to actually speak.
I'm going to give it to you.
Let me finish responding, because I just need to make sure to get some clarity from what you're saying.
Okay, finish my thought. So you already know, then, bro. You already know what I'm about to say, so finish my thought.
No, I'm just asking. Are you asking me to speak for Kenyan media?
It's the ability to be quiet, maybe a skill set you have learned.
Bro, you asked me a question, and as soon as I start answering it, no, but it's just weird because you asked me a question, but you won't let me answer it. You just asked me a question, so right. Are you gonna be able to like calm down, or you're gonna like be bugging out again?
I ain't got to calm nothing. I asked you the question, then you said, "Oh, I didn't understand it." Now you said you're gonna answer the question, so it can't.
Yeah, I can't speak for Kenyan. I'm answering your question. I can't speak for Kenyan media. Next question.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you. We're gonna go down this road, right? You see what I'm saying? The reason we have these kind of troubles, we don't really have these kind of troubles. The reality.
Who's we, man? That's you.
You right, because you ain't part of us.
I don't got those problems, homie.
Right. You got a lot of other problems, but we don't go there. But the issue is I'm having with these people with these outrageous necessarily quote unquote acts. Let's be for real. A lot of y'all people are cowardly, bro.
Who's y'all?
My bad. You know what I'm about to say. Go ahead, bro.
No, I don't. Who's y'all?
Okay.
Yes, I want to hear him finish. I want to hear him.
I'm talking to people that it's to the people who if it resonate with you, then they're probably talking to you. Then how about that, right? But I'm gonna pull it to you like this, bro. What is it? Yesterday they had a Japanese dude go to quote unquote Taiwan and shoot some. Not Taiwan. What is it? Indonesia and shoot somebody, right? You don't see that on the news, bro. You had another dude from the Caribbean stab somebody in Florida. Do we see nothing about that? No. The reality is,
that's how you found out about it, because you was online and it was being reported. So what the fuck is you talking about?
You done?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's what
I thought. You just said, "Hey, where's the media found? Where's the media? Where's it on?" It's how you found out about it is because it was reported. The difference is you're the only one that give a shit about it.
You done, bro?
Because not really, but I want you to continue still.
I know you do. You desperately need a lot.
Just continue. I know the drugs has got you crazy, but continue with all. We listening.
Yeah, some alcohol in that sandwich, goddamn it.
For sure. You got some. That's a fentanyl sandwich. You heard?
Sandwich on the side of gin, bro. What's going on? You do business?
Yeah, that's a psilocybin sandwich.
Bro, I'm simply fucking saying, bro. The simple
fact. What are you saying?
Bro, you people make mountains out of molehills, bro. Literally make mountains out of molehill. Now, is the boy JRello said, is he a trash individual? Cool. Yeah, he is a trash individual. It is what it is. No, I even came on the kids panel. Me personally, I don't even watch these people.
I know you a follower. You really
I said I don't even follow. Nigga, did you even
you
hear
said
me,
you wasn't on this panel?
Bro.
I thought you was on this panel.
Did you hear what I said, bro? Oh, because I understand where you come from, bro. Maybe.
But were you on this panel or not? Bro, you scared to answer?
Are you going to keep over talking me every time I make a statement, bro? That seems to be a pattern of recognition, bro.
That is a tactic. That is a tactic, bro. To talk over a nigga while you trying to talk, so he can't make his point. That is a tactic.
So he made his point. My fault.
My nigga. You don't want to give me a fucking line. You just want a bitch. That's what you do. Right?
He just want to get a rise out of it, bro. Just want to get a rise out of it, man. That's what he's doing.
Let's use the business have the floor for a second. I'm trying to get to where are you saying? What are you exactly? Are you pointing out?
What I'm saying is we making mountains out of molehills, bro. Right? Did we go around and the people in America make a whole giant fuss about some Kenyan dude go stabbing some chick necessarily, right? No, we
all heard about it. I heard about it.
What it is, right? In a sense that, like, okay, he did something wrong. He being punished, correct? And then how that actually work? How sentencing work? You do a bad action, you get punished.
But usual business. We all know that when we do something, in particular, Black Americans, it just hits harder, bro. Like for whatever reason. That's beyond our control. Okay, you got Austin that got ran out of Brazil. You got Rello who basically almost getting ran out of Kenya. They can find him. I mean, when we do shit, it just hits harder. We can't do exactly what everybody else do, bro. We're not Kenyan.
That's not what I'm saying. I think I'm missing what I'm saying, actually, right? What I'm trying to
say. Let him say it. You interrupting him, BMT. Rude.
I mean, he's saying the same thing.
I know, but let him finish. Let's let him finish. I want to see what he's saying.
What I'm saying is we making mountains out of molehills, bro. First off, the only reason this thing even
how are we making mountains out of molehills when it's the Kenyan people, the Brazilian people that's pissed the fuck off? We not pissed off, they pissed off.
We make the reason this situation is the issue because we're making it the issue, right?
The locals are making the issue. The locals are making the issue.
He got splashed all over.
JRello was in almost every news article. He was on the news in Kenya, bro.
Every viral online account
in Brazil. This is not us. This is them.
Correct. They was on the news in America too.
Who is they, bro?
Austin Holloman specifically.
Austin Holloman has been on many news channels for a variety of different reasons.
Exactly.
No, please finish for that particular reason.
Come on, let's find out what he's talking about.
So the problem.
Hold on. Finish your thought, young guy.
Bro, we about that.
Are you saying it's not fair? Are you saying it's not fair? Is that what you're saying?
Fairness is a delusion in the first place. What I'm saying is simply this, man. One person does not represent the entire group, right? Sound a little
Correct.
Man,
Correct.
you know what. I'm
Nah, don't read the super chat, bro. Finish your thoughts.
No, it sounds like a
Stay
little
focused.
zesty. I mean, Don Massachusetts, sounded nice.
No, I know, but I'm telling him not to read it. Stay focused.
because I was about to say so. I was about to go off.
Stay focused. Finish your thought. Finish your thought.
You business ate that sandwich. He on shit.
I'm on it today, bro. I'm really on it today, bro. So I'm simply saying it like this, bro.
Shout out to user business, man.
But no, it's okay. It's okay, bro. When we're talking about it, simply this, bro. I've been personally to Uganda, Tanzania. I've been to plenty of countries in Africa, Colombia, Venezuela, Suriname. I've had no issues, bro.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. You're saying don't let them try to represent you trick ass niggas. I got you. Salute. I understand
Who
that.
you calling a trick, bro?
No, I said, remember how you said earlier, if the shoe fit, wear it?
Well, you just said you directly to me, though.
No, you said y'all, but you was talking general, right?
I'll take it on the chin, then, bro.
No doubt.
Right. So I'm gonna simply say it like this, bro. I really feel like we really making this stuff like way more difficult because I've seen people literally say, "Oh, I'm seeing people where they bring up their own panels, not just here, just panels. People like, all right, they got 5 people watching. Oh man, necessarily, what is it? Austin Holloman is trying to destroy the entire Kenyan what is it? What is he? I heard somebody say some stupid stuff, man. The Kenyan culture by coming there, and I'm like, what? One person, bro? One person, like, what? So one person destroying the entire Kenyan was it culture by going up? No, man. I really feel like a lot of people.
Who's saying that? Didn't nobody say that, brother.
What I'm saying is I'm seeing the responses. Like, it's not just you. Right, so I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to you.
You sound familiar.
Everybody, it's a group conversation, right? So
what I've been doing this in different panels, gang. That's why.
Are we doing?
No, I mean, speak in your mind. Calm down. I was just talking to him. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, bro, I've been on different panels. I know sometimes I just sit there and watch and see how people's reaction is, bro. I feel like the reaction to this necessarily is we're making it way worse than it probably is, right? Because clearly like this, right? We saw a Kenyan stab somebody, right? Did folk in Americans say, "Oh, we need to start rounding up Kenyans"?
Yes. Matter of fact, Trump specifically called all these countries these shitty countries. Said they all got to get up out of here. No, I understand. I'm just saying that was one of the countries on the list. All of them got to get out. Don't you remember in New York they had all of those migrants? A lot of them was from Kenya as well.
Bro, never mind. We having 2 different conversations, but never mind, bro.
Highlight 2016, Don Nice and Super Chat, man. I appreciate that. Says BMC, hopefully you and Rello can hang out in Pathia. No, sir. That's not happening. Kobe Timbo with the 5 Super Chat once again, man. Appreciate that, brother. Supporting the show. Watch what you say, sir. Sir Chicken Folk and Big Loss are both about to go report to the 3 Stooges, KG, Austin, and JRello. Okay. Damn, okay. All right. Well, shout out to you, Kobe. Appreciate that.
There's no need to report. Them boys is watching in the bushes.
They ain't watching. You got Will here. Will is here, man.
Will said everybody got free will. I don't know what y'all talking about. He ain't got, what I'm saying, nothing to do with nothing. They said the nigga was a weirdo in the corner. He said they wasn't really with him. They said he was doing some goofy, weird shit while they seen him out. And he said, don't put that nigga in my crew. That's what he's saying. I understand that.
Yeah, man. I remember back in the this must have been the 90s. It was a dude named Leon. Like, he usually hang with my pops, but on occasion I would hang with Leon. I was young. I didn't know no better. But Leon was a murderer robber. You know what I'm saying? He was one of those guys. And I remember, us kind of not even really hanging out because he was like my dad age. He was more so like, hey, you know how the OGs are,
hang out with the YNs.
I ran to the store, and I remember like all the looks that people were giving me, even after I wasn't hanging out with him no more or around him no more. And I knew, even when I was 13, I knew I was like, man, I don't need to never hang out with him again. I felt like I was about to be shot because Leon had killed a lot of people, bro.
And that's the disconnect of the generation, BMT. That's what Austin and the kids don't realize. We're not saying to stop doing what you're doing. It's the association that you bring to certain places that'll have us looking bad, and it'll get yourself hurt. Maybe next time it won't be his chain. Next time it might be you, sir.
Exactly. Exactly. Like niggas was trying to do a drive-by. They didn't care if I was 13 with them. They just know, oh shit, that's that nigga Neon. You know what I'm saying? Like, get him.
And I understand you from Detroit or whatever and everything. Listen, I'm out in New York City. I'm from South Jamaica, Queens, big bro. And listen, if anybody ever seen me in life and see how I move, they know. So
I don't know, man. Flip-flop from South
I know how to
Jamaica,
move accordingly.
Queens too.
Shout out, bro. I know how to move accordingly. And let me say this. You being from the D is one thing, brother, but you out there in a whole another land, my man. And one thing I know from my second trip being out there, and brother running out a little bit of stuff, I wanted to check out their stuff. When they roll up, my man, they don't look like your brothers, my man. And they don't look at us like brothers. They roll up. And when I seen them roll up, man, it's like, it gave me a different perspective. Like, yeah, it's about 20, 30 of these skinny dudes.
Yo, salute to the roll up. Look at that super chat.
So be careful, sir.
I got your response. Give me 1 second. Let me check the super chat. Shout out to my man Highlander 2016 with the $50 super chat. Man, I really appreciate that. It says, like the great deep discussions about Africa finally. Okay, we got guys interested in Africa, man. Shout out to you, man. I really appreciate that. That's the sponsor of the day. Appreciate that, Highlander 2016. I'm gonna let that sit up there for a minute. And before you respond, Sir Will, I want to pull this up. Hold on, let me see if I can pull this up. Give me 1 second. I just want to see how the poll is looking. Now we got so many people in here.
Pause.
Yeah, pause.
Yo,
All right, hold on. Okay, the poll's not popping up. All right, go ahead, Will. I'll get a poll that ready in a minute. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to get the overall issue that y'all having with Austin and Bobby. So basically, y'all issue is them two invited a goofy to Kenya.
Facts.
Put a battery in his back. And now trying to pretend as if he ain't had nothing to do.
And also, big bro, Rello also said.
Hold on, JD. Real quick. Hey, I gotta say, Kid Greatness must have been right on this note. I thought that more brothers like the African sisters. I mean, no. I do, but apparently they don't. 53% says no.
Those aren't brothers. Those are tricks. It's the difference.
But nah, there's a lot. These dudes are flying out to more to Thailand and the other. They not really coming out to Africa, man. I've been talking about Africa for months, and now all of a sudden Rello do what he do. But this is what I'm saying with this, bro. I hope all y'all be safe out there. I want all y'all brothers to be successful. It's just we don't need no one making everyone look bad, and we don't need people bringing other people out. Like you said with that thing with your uncle or whoever the individual was that just came home for 20 years. Yeah, you smart for that. You're not sure what this brother is going to react and do out here. So I would think with your better judgment, the best bet is not to simply like, yo, listen, man, this ain't for you. Don't come out here. You know what I'm saying? But let's be clear. If he come out there and he say, yo, what's up with I'm out here because the invitation is almost only on you. He didn't really come running for his own thing because you would have got up out of there and then, yo, cuz I'm out here on my own, doing my numbers, doing my thing. And then, yeah, all right, you did that by yourself. But if he makes that call to you, you just as much as the cancer virus too. So we're trying to kind of kill that.
You're 100% correct. Even like I said, even at 13, even like the residue from it, like people seeing me with him, seeing him being buddy with me, it's like they see me without him, they still like, man, who the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like
BMT, I've been through that so many times growing up. BMT just walking with the wrong dude, and then you walking out the store with the dude, and you wonder why everybody looking at you all crazy. And then now when you leave that dude, somebody tells you this, you know what that dude be doing? Now you like, oh wow. And you can't see, for me, I would have to respect everybody for looking at me like that, because I was walking with this dude. I gotta count for that.
At the end of the day, the OGs. At the end of the day, the OGs always said it back then, and today it still hold to the same energy. It still has the same value. Show me your friends. Show me the people you hang with. I'll show you who you are.
Yeah. I know we all had those guys in our neighborhood that try to get you off the porch. You'd be like, nah, bro. This is like, nah, you
careful out there,
this
sir. I
shit.
want you to be careful, big
I'm
brother.
good.
I want you to see more trips and enjoy more land. Just, you seem like the more thorough one of the group, as I'm hearing you. Talk to these brothers, man. Listen, man, ain't nothing wrong with hanging out, doing your numbers, doing your thing and everything, but reaching out with the wrong hand to the wrong somebody, man. Listen, man, you go in the wrong country, yeah, you are the accomplice.
Facts.
And regardless if you're from the D, from California, whatever, all that shit don't matter out there. They don't give nothing about that. They know you're an American.
I'm trying to figure out why you keep telling me to be why you keep telling me to be careful. You know something I don't know? Because it's like your third or fourth time pointing me out, telling me to be careful. Like,
Nah, calm down, Detroit. Nah, calm down, Detroit. I know what he mean. No, but I know what he mean though. The way you keep saying that, no, I understand. He may trying to see like what you trying to say. Yeah. Move on from that. He good.
I hear what you're saying, big bro, but I'm always telling brothers to be careful. That's my thing. Let me speak for me, Cat. I keep telling you that because again, this brother just got his chain snatched. So I don't know how you moving out there. I don't know if anybody else is looking. I've been out there, big brother. That's what I'm telling you. I've been out there 9 times. Sometimes it take a little while for the boil, for the pot to boil, and that, for me, I never even seen nobody get robbed out there. And I've been out there each time I went out, maybe about a week and a half. So for him to say that, somebody on a bike try to and now they targeting, you don't know what's brewing and cooking. This is what I'm telling you, big brother. Just be careful. Keep the 6th eye. You just said the story you going with, you don't really know what's going with some of this Rutgers and the JRello and everything. Well, guess what? This is what's going on, and this is probably the cause of why that's happening with them. I just want you to be safe. That's it. It's nothing.
All right. I'm gonna just fast track this. Let them. You want to rob? You want to do whatever? Pull up. So I'm gonna just go ahead and fast track all this because all this be careful and all this is just a story that you're going with and whoop and blah blah blah. Come with it, nigga. I'll put you on the ground, nigga. I don't care about none of that. So all of this, I'm just saying, be careful.
You in a foreign country, bro. Who you gonna put in the ground?
Nigga, I don't give a fuck, nigga.
So somebody pull up you with a revolver, you gonna be a tough guy?
No. You sounding like the crash out, my man. That's why they brought you. No. Nobody else speak no more. Because now you want to sound like the crash out, right? That's what you are, the crash out. That's why they brought you. You the crash out. You the crash out, my man.
You talking like the homie. You talking like the dude, like you putting people out there on the homies or something. You sound like
so
you sound like you trying.
Right. So let's be clear. You from the D, right? So let's be clear. I'm from New York. I'm from New York. We got a different way of doing things in the hemisphere.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? So you might be taking it a different way. Like, I keep telling you to be careful.
It's not taking it a different way. I'm telling you, I'm from New York too. How you saying it? I would think the same thing he thinking, bro. You saying it like you finna send something. Like why you?
On this nigga.
Yeah, you got to talk.
No. And I also know you as a troll too, Cash. No. I already explained myself. I said I want the brother to be safe. I want them to keep enjoying themselves.
But you don't need to tell me to be safe.
And that's that.
You don't need to tell me to be safe. I'm a grown ass man.
Grown ass man.
But I hear you though. You said you telling these dudes out there to pull up and do all of this.
I need to be safe from you. So what you got going on?
We need to be safe from me.
You were saying that.
Yeah, nigga. What you got going on?
I know he's not saying that, BMT, but you gotta remember he's from the D.
Interrupting. I don't even understand what this brother's saying anymore.
Nigga, why you keep spinning the block on it? He told you don't tell me to be safe, nigga, and you keep talking about be safe, man.
All right, so I'm gonna keep saying that, and I'm not stopping that, brother. I want you to be safe, and I want you to be careful.
He don't want your safety.
Now, if you taking it as something personal, that's on you.
Because he's telling you he don't need to be safe. He told you that.
I get it. You want to crash out in Kenya?
No one is going to go to a foreign country just to fight somebody, bro.
No, nobody shouldn't, brother. Nobody shouldn't. It's just the bad energy.
I can tell y'all niggas are soft. Because my nigga backpack pulled up and we got it in the dirt. So I ain't trying to hear none of that. Y'all niggas are soft and you're not understanding that you're talking to real niggas. Stop talking that shit. He don't want to hear that fucking be safe shit. Because you're really saying some shit that you don't understand. Just let that shit go. Push them forward. Send your positive message and keep it walking. Fuck is going on?
Okay, guys. Okay. Hold on. Let me bring it back. All right, it's a clean show. Shout out to Physical Poetry with the $2 super chat. Wrong. They do not need to stop doing what they're doing. Appreciate that. I got Visual Minutes Vlogs here with the $5 super chat. CC talking about weird, but he is the same dude telling NYC what to do while he wait and listen to a woman while she's in the bathroom. I don't know what
that shit was crazy.
That's all Visual Minutes Vlogs. I have no idea what you're talking about, brother, but I do appreciate this.
That shit was wild.
All right, hold on. Let me catch Visual Minutes Vlogs once again with a $10 super chat says, and let me be honest, everyone know Rello and the same dude that was sending and supporting have amnesia. They were looking for a crash out and they got it. Stop it. All right. I got my man Kobe once again. Timo with $99 super chat says, Sir Chicken Folk, sit down and sip on some soup. All right. So, Kobe in here roasting. All right. Shout out to
What you mean by sip on some soup? That's a threat?
All right, man. Okay. Sir Wilfo, you good, brother? I think you was getting to another level with it. We were just, having a conversation, brother. Everything good with you?
It's simple.
No, it's your interpretation of shit, brother. Not how I talk. I explain myself.
People correctly, bro. You don't know how to talk.
Nah, I expressed it myself and kind of already told you where I was going. Now, how you take it from there?
The same conclusions all at the same time.
No, brother, they didn't.
I know none of these men.
And you got another guy that's with you.
Don't know how to talk. Bro. You can't take any kind of
raise. Nah, man, we ain't doing the raise. Shout out to raise though. We're not doing the raise.
Yeah.
Still. So real folk, you good, brother? You good? Everything good with your brother?
Yeah, I'm smooth.
Okay, good. We don't want nothing popping off in Kenya, brother. I don't even know if that robbery. I mean, y'all think that Kid Greatness? Maybe he was trying to get views. Y'all think that was real that he got robbed for his chain?
I mean, bro, it's a third world country, bro. Like, I mean, they may be possibly getting to second world finally in another maybe 10 or 5 years, bro. Like, we acting like I don't understand where.
I think China Mac almost got robbed in Kenya. I be thinking some of that shit be staged though, bro, because you go immediately viral when you take a rob.
I ain't never been robbed out there. But I'm saying, bro, if you got a gold chain on, if you come to one of the hoods out here in Atlanta with your gold chain on, somebody may rob you too. You ain't special. Ain't nobody. If you go to certain parts of Alabama with your chain on, somebody gonna take your shit too. You go to goddamn Colombia, somebody gonna take your shit too. You go to goddamn some parts of Jamaica, they gonna take your shit too, bro.
Use your business. You must ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, brother. You hyped.
Peanut butter and cocaine.
We acting like this. Keep your head on the swivel and understand what you doing when you moving, bro. I would never take my chain on and go down the random streets of Mombasa or.
Hold on. Let me catch this chat right here. See, the chat undefeated. Prince Mary Ninja Travel said BMT be fighting in Thailand, but he trying to act like Mother Teresa.
That's facts. That's what I was saying. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, I was on the show the other day too.
Matter of fact, with that kumbaya
BMT. I was on that show with Razor the other day when they pulled up and you was talking about going to the gym, taking dudes to the gym.
No, that wasn't me, bro. All
right, BMT. Where Nakmeezy at? You in the chat?
Hey, man. Those days are far from gone, bro. That's just me defending myself, brother. I'm a peaceful brother.
No, we got the tape. Stop, nigga.
Nah,
you still got the lives up. This nigga BMT.
I don't got no smoke with nobody in this space, brother. I'm a peaceful brother.
Man.
Brother. All right, guys. But great show. We've been rocking for a minute, man. It's getting late, fellas. Hey, man. Appreciate everybody on the panel. It's been a real good show. I want to also thank my man Kid Greatness for coming on, man. Listen, it's all good. I know we're getting into some deep debates. We throw a few shots, but man, hey, I want you brothers to keep traveling. And Sir Wilfo, this ain't no pun intended to you, brother. Just be safe out there.
Be safe. I knew you was going to say that shit.
All right, peace, brothers. We out.
Salute.
Peace.
Salute.